nothing anybody can do. You can stop us. You cannot. Amobegi. You will try, but you will always fail, as usual. This is Radio Biafra, USA 12. So welcome to another live broadcast this morning. Happy to be with you again today. And today is Monday. You see, I'm reading a few things. It says it's legitng.ng. There's something that they wrote about sit at home on Monday. I don't know what is wrong with these people. We are not encouraging people to stay at home on Mondays. Whatever they decide to do on a Monday is their choice. It's what they have done, but it's not officially, because Ipob had already suspended the Monday sit at home. I don't know whatever other way we can say this. We've said it over and over and over. You know, they took delight. I was reading what they were writing about. So the economy of the Southeast is going to be ruined because of Valentine's Day. I don't know what that means. It does not really make any sense to me. Nigeria has no economy. Nobody's checking all this stuff, my dear brothers. Stop fooling yourselves. Stop fooling yourself, making an excuse reason to disorganize what we are doing. We know what we are doing. Sit at home was basically, a Monday sit at home was basically suspended from the orders of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. He said they should put a hold to it. Now, we're not saying, I'm not trying to tell those who want to stay at home not to, but officially, we have announced it over here on this radio, over and over and over. And then some journalists, you know, who have no job, who are people who think that they can just write whatever they like, they have to understand that the world has changed. Journalism these days is not what it used to be. Right now, everybody in the street is journalists. At least they have their cameras, they can take pictures. So you don't lie and think you last very long in the profession. You're wasting your time. Because eventually they find out that you're a liar, and when you start lying, you've lost your own people. Things that they should write about, they try to, figure out, they try to make fun. For them, everything is funny. There's a viral video that I saw yesterday that's going around, that Bola Tinubu peed on himself. It's not unusual for somebody of that age to do that. There's nothing fantastic about it. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's sick, probably. He probably has lost his ability to control his urine. But that's not sickness. That has to do with old age too. A lot of old people are like that. My contention and what I'm trying to say about the whole thing is this. Why would the journalists, as soon as this thing happened, they came out, no, it's sweat. Who are you talking to? You think we are idiots? He sits down, he wakes up, there's pee on the agbada. Can you imagine the pee that penetrates through? Because agbada is the one that covers the outside. The other ones that are in there. If the pee can penetrate all that, God knows what could have been, what his pants or his trousers could have looked like. He got up the old man peed on himself, big deal. But what we're saying is, this is the person that is struggling to become the president of a nation. I watch campaigns in this country. Do you know when Hillary was campaigning to become the president? Somebody wrote, the way she's walking, she's staggering. I never saw the staggering, but at least they're trying to make a point. Now this man, they said he sat down and the leader. Why? I'm saying this because of the journalists, not because of the man himself. The journalists would think that we are idiots. Right now, as I'm sitting on a leather chair. When will you start sweating on your bottom on the leather chair? I think when you relax on the leather chair, your back probably is where would be wet. Most of the leather chairs do that, especially in the hot weather, in a very hot environment. But not when you sit down, it will soak you to a point that it drew a map on your agbada. Please, journalists, get to job. Start telling yourself the truth, because this is somebody who is trying to rule 200 million people. That doesn't include Biafrans anyway, because we are gone already. But when you start lying from the beginning, you're trying to support something that you know that is not true, and you're supposed to be a journalist. Come on, guys. Simply, the man is old. It's not a crime. Old age is not a sickness. It's just everybody will go through it unless you die young anyway. So it is not sick. It's not something to be ashamed of. What we are trying to say in a nutshell is, why can't he have time to say, I am retired. I am going to rest. I am tired. The body is tired though. I'm telling you honestly, it is very, very tired. It hits everybody, not just Bola Tinubu. But when you are so ambitious, you are running up and down, what are you afraid of? Why are you afraid to die? If you're such a good man, you should not be afraid to die. But death is scary for people like you when you have embezzled so much money and Satan is there waiting for you with his fork. and that kind of Satan is there. You are coming, I'm waiting for you. And you are thinking, how am I going to leave all this money? You see, it's okay. The point I'm trying to make is that when these people get old, like me, we are all old men, we should give room for the kids to come and take over and continue where we stopped. So that their own kids too will one day wake up and say, hey, daddy, you don't know what time it is. Just get on my face. I am here. And then those ones, generations and generations and generations who pass by is the same thing. Onwa monyuku. Ike anyi onwu. Is that Ike anyi onwu supposed to be my name or my name in full? Ike anyi onwu. That is sentence. And that is true. It's telling you something. That no matter how strong you are, you're going to get there. No matter how disguised you are, no matter how stupid and foolish you might sound, big man or small man or eunuku, mumu, everybody will get there. It is a place. I keep talking about a mad person that was observing in a funeral at home, and everybody was just passing through the dead body, and they were crying and making all kind of noise. Somebody they called a drunkard just came in there. He stopped and looked at the coffin, to the corpse, and he started laughing. Say, ha, never had do. Never had do means don't talk to them. You see, he's a mad person. He's drunk, but listen to philosophically, he makes more sense than everybody that is crying. He said, stay there, don't mind them. Never had to, that's the name. Never had to, don't even talk to them. But eventually, we are all coming there. That's what he's trying to tell you. Sending a small message in his drunkard face. People think he's drunk. He knows something. He was saying something. He sent a very important message. So, whether you want to remain in power forever, time will come. Time will come. At least it's good to die without. What I pray for, to be honest with you, I don't pray against death. I don't say, let death not come. What I pray against for is, let me not be sick. Let me just go to bed like my big prophet who just passed on without problem. I'm telling you, came to church, went back, sat down, or whatever, lie down, or whatever I did, and passed on quietly. You can't beat that. Look at you, carrying urine up and down, and you're still struggling. You're going for campaign. Hey? All right, let me read up something here. IPOB press release was done on the 2nd and the 10th, actually. I didn't read this on my program, so I'm going to read it now. It said, Senator Abaribe has said that Nnamdi Kanu did not order any sit at home in Southeast. How true is this? They asked the question. It is true statement from Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe, because we stated it before now that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through his lawyers, asked IPOB members and leadership precisely the DOS to stop Monday sit-at-home order. Those enforcing non-existent Monday sit-at-home order, killing and burning down properties belonging to Biafrans, will incur the wrath of IPOB in due course. It had been cancelled officially. Our leader gave the order, stop it, and it was stopped. But people are going about legit.ng. There's a website, one of those people that I saw, he wrote something about it today. The Monday sit at home. Today is Monday that coincides. Monday does not coincide with nothing. Monday is not sit at home. It is NOT sit at home. It is not sit at home. It was ordered. If you go and listen to bloggers, people who call themselves all kinds of names, the one that we have said it before, it's not going to happen. It's IPOB and nothing to add to it. IPOB the warrior, IPOB the conqueror, IPOB the whatever. It is not legit. IPOB is a name, full final stop. That name ends there. We don't add anything to it. So whatever you guys are doing, and you're going out there to listen to bloggers who are trying to bring you to their page to make them sound like they are relevant in what we are doing, you're on your own. Let me keep reading. And also, Monday sit at home is still being observed despite statements that it's cancelled. Those enforcing this non-existent sit at home order will soon regret their actions because they are not IPOB members and don't know or understand what IPOB is capable of doing. They must regret what they are doing in our land. Their actions are despicable both to God and man. Such people have nothing in common with IPOB. This recent information and statement from Senator Abaribe has vindicated our legal team and DOS, who obliged the information from our leader, who indicated how our leader Mazi Nnamdi instructed us to stop Monday sit at home. Those in America and some parts of Europe issuing the fake orders to blackmail IPOB and its operational leadership that the lawyers lied should be ready to embrace what is to come against them. It is better everybody hears Senator Abaribe, but those claiming to be Nnamdi Kanu's disciple and using it to change IPOB strategy will regret their actions. Again, it has come to the knowledge of the great family of IPOB that they are now peddling lies against IPOB and our leadership and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he sidetracked the people of Ebonyi state in the leadership of IPOB. Looking for everything. This is getting very interesting, you know. Sometimes I look at, formerly they're sidetracking. He's not talking about the people on Akwa Ibom. He's not talking about this. Now he's Ebonyi state. Hey, such issues of lies does not merit any response, as doing so will amount to dignifying it. The truth is that the entire Biafra land is fully represented in the leadership of IPOB. The gullible minds are following the gimmicks and antics these confusionists are using to deceive them. IPOB is one family today, tomorrow, and forever, and nothing will change that strategy, which is holding us together till eternity. We are watching them because soon their cups will be full and overflow. If you know you are truly for Biafran freedom, don't fall into those lies and deceivers, because truth will soon emerge. Is signed by Comrade Emma Powerful, publicity secretary for IPOB. They can lie, they can say whatever they want to say. They're accusing everybody from the lawyers to this, is lying, is saying that, is done. It is expected, but the truth is that keep your eye on the ball. What I'm still saying, and I'm still saying it categorically, if you are a member of IPOB and you came in here through the direction of the Spirit, nothing, I mean absolutely nothing that anybody say. I don't even, like I said, anytime I say whatever they say, probably somebody has forced me to, I don't have time for that. What we are talking about is Biafra. Bringing up Biafra. If you think you know what to do, why are you including IPOB in your agenda? Why are you saying, oh, DOS is not doing it well? Do it well, and we will say it ourselves individually that these people are not doing well. You are doing marvelously well. Our leader led by example. He came back from London. He told us himself. It was in his broadcast. He came back from London. He joined MASOP, led by Wazulike, and then discovered that these people are not doing anything that he thinks is right. And because of that, he nearly lost his life. They beat him up. They locked him up. They did all kinds of things to him. But still, he came out, created the indigenous people of Biafra, his own organization, his own movement. He didn't stop MASOP from doing what they are doing. A lot of people were condemning him at the time, but gradually, people were tripping over to discover. Now they started discovering that we were at the wrong place. Now we're going to the right place. He didn't ask anybody to join him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not. Maybe there are people I told, maybe I don't know, but me personally, no, he did not. I was only attracted to what he's saying, because there's absolute truth in everything he is saying. Nothing that he said at that time that I listened, I took my time to listen. I just didn't need any conviction. Because a lot of people, they want to convince you about something that you can observe yourself. You see somebody doing something, you see it live, and then somebody's going, oh man, what he's doing is fake. How do you know that? Why don't you allow me to look at it and make my own decision? That's exactly how I found myself in what I'm doing today. Because what he was saying resonated to me. He didn't tell me where to join, who to join. I knew about myself. I wouldn't tell you I didn't know, because I spent about 3 or 4 years in the zoo trying to set up a business, and they were always all over the place. Sometimes you're driving the street, you see them, they are hoisting their flag, they are carrying leaves and things like that. And at a point, you see them at Asa Road now, where they are offloading containers. They are the ones now directing. So was that part of the thing? This is a guy who lives in my street, actually. It's a very funny guy. I like him though. But he was one of them, and he was the one that was trying to talk to me. I look at him and I laughed to myself. I said, so offloading containers is part of your restoration of Biafra. So I took it, these people are just, then actually, if I afford them, they're looking for money to eat and the rest of them. When our leader, I was introduced to Radio Biafra, I had in my mind that this is the same thing. He's talking. But then he was making so much, he was bringing so much facts. When somebody is telling you what you think, what you have in your heart, it touches you. He never said leave Masop. He never said leave or whatever thing that you have. He was just talking. He didn't even say join me. He never used that word. He was just talking like you listening. You bring an oath, you swear the oath, and you join. Yeah. So today we see where we are. So people are just clamoring. They are coming out to, hey, want to challenge the US. Why do you want to challenge the US? Come out and do your thing. Don't even mention the name the US. Don't even talk about them. Do what you think you want to do. Forget about, create your own niche. Get your own followers. Grow them. Because when the growing people is not, that's why IPOB is indestructible. It wasn't a campaign thing. Nobody was throwing flyers and asking you to join. No. So it's built on a very solid rock. People that have gone there are people that want to be there. Even if you are there and you have ulterior motives, you want to do something else, you know one thing that carries us away is that when we are in IPOB and maybe where we are, our leader once in a while makes an announcement, oh, this man is doing well. It gets on your head. You forget that the 2,000 people, the 200,000 people that are listening to your radio are not listening because of you. No. The day you step aside, you become nothing. It's so easy to forget. I've said this story before. I never ever thought in my life I was coming to stay in America. No, I came on a visit. Sometime in the 80s. I don't want to tell you when. And then I was at the peak of my career. Honestly, those who live in River State, in Port Harcourt, in the southeast, nobody would tell me, unless the younger people, but the older people, we were there doing very well in our career musically, and I came on a visit. I knew at that time I was popular. I couldn't walk the streets of Port Harcourt through Huli without somebody giving me a ride and people trying to know what's up with you. I wasn't buying anything. I had friends. I had fans. But lo and behold, I came to America. I was living with somebody who was doing his PhD at the time at the University of New York University. I was staying in his house. He went to school in the morning and I was bored, so I just took a walk. Between Church Avenue, for those who live in New York and Brooklyn, they know. From Church Avenue, I walked almost to Avenue U, very close to King's Plaza. And back. Lo and behold, nobody waved at me. Nobody said anything to me. I was like, oh my God. So this is how it's going to end one day. I will just get up in the street and nobody will know you. Because fame comes and fame goes. So I decided to change it. Went to school with him, took an admission and papers and went back to the zoo, came back again and went to the university. But what I'm trying to say is that popularity ends, things come and go. Take advantage of what you have at a given time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out and taught us something. What did he teach us? That we are being marginalized. We see it. We know. This is the truth. I know my colleagues who are probably my age, overseas, that are performing, that are retired musicians. I know. Compare them to you. Forget about what is happening in this zoo. These young people that are coming on, they are doing excellently, very, very well. There's no doubt about it. But they should take advantage of it because they are sitting on an empty floor. This is the time they can build up their career, because if you're looking at that system that you are in there, forget it. Forget it. Nobody's saying they should do anything for you, but the real thing that they can do for you, at least giving you light, giving you water to drink, they can't even afford it. No good hospital care. Women are dying in the hospital, children are dying, and nobody. So somebody who came out like Nnamdi Kanu to put these things into my, because these are things you think about it, you pass it on. You don't want to dwell on it because you just feel you are helpless. There's nothing you can do. So worrying yourself about thinking about it is like you're worrying your psyche. You're building up the energy that you cannot really use. But when we see somebody who came out boldly in the face of the government, in the face of tyranny, in the face of killing, it's something with Fela Ransom Kuti. That's what he was trying to do. And Nicolas Bokoti. That's exactly. And his own was even worse because he was doing during the army time. The military was there. He was doing it. Trying to put knowledge into our head. What did they call him? Oh, he's a smoker. He's a drug. He's drinking drugs, taking drugs. Forget about the messenger. Please think of the message. So these people that are coming out and making all this noise, the DOS, this DOS, you don't have to talk about the DOS. What you need to do is do something, and then we will tell you, oh, you are doing very well. The US is not doing well. It's we, not you, that will tell us about what they are doing and what they are not doing right. Just this morning, somebody sent me something that is very interesting, and I want you to listen to it very attentively because this is from our lawyer that is talking.
Do you have anything to advise those who are fighting the DOS and the leadership of IPOB?
Well, if you are following my updates, I've severally admonished in line with the instruction from my client. And what I can tell you is that I understand that many people don't understand that any message coming out from me is coming out from Nnamdi Kanu. I want to say it today. If I write any word, I'm saying this because I know that tomorrow somebody will record what I'm saying now and keep it for him to see. Any message coming out from him, from me, from this mouth, writing updates, is coming out from him. Don't add, don't subtract. I don't even subtract. So I encourage you to pay attention to my updates. I'm not Nnamdi Kanu most trusted. Go and write it down. I am his most trusted. Most trusted. Note it for me today. I'm saying it publicly now. I am his most trusted. Everybody who close to me know about that. I am his most trusted. So anything coming out from my mouth, I update or write in my update is his words. I don't need to add to that. And if you're following my update, he's saying nothing but people should align with his structure. People should respect US. And nothing more. That's all. So anybody who is doing anything tantamount to that, oh, that's settled. So any word coming out from me is coming out from his words. Take it from me. Don't listen to people who are confused. Many people are confused who are benefiting from one thing or the other they're doing to circumvent or probably to achieve their selfish interests. Right? Actually, that's not the point. The point that any word coming out from me is coming out from you.
Did you hear that? That's very clear. I know, I've known this. Like I'm saying, there are people who are listening to me today who are very, very close friends of mine. When this whole thing started, I don't even want them to tell me anything. I said, listen, Nnamdi Kanu left a structure. They say, if you love me, keep my commandments. He left a structure for us. He didn't appoint me. He didn't appoint you. He didn't appoint anybody. He gave us DOS. If DOS fucks up, excuse my language, it's not in my place to decide what they do, what to do with them. No. The man that gave them the job is not dead yet. He's alive. Very much alive. Anyway, sometimes they say maybe it's because of age. You know, some people are too young to understand that You don't have to worry about something you cannot do anything about. You adding this energy, this stress to yourself. Something you cannot change. A situation where you cannot change. There is nothing you can do about it except to give yourself a headache. That's what they say. Was a job. The person that started is okay for it. Okay. That is very correct. So stay on your feet. Goalkeepers, stay on the goalpost. Don't go become the forward liner, because when you go there, you leave the post and then they'll score. Stay on that post and make sure that you guard the post very well. If they had given me a job as DOS, I would be there. They didn't appoint me. They didn't see me fit. They didn't see any of us fit. They saw those that our leader knows those that he wants to work with. He has chosen them to work with him. And he's not there. It's like, why would you want to sidetrack them? It didn't start today. It started from the very first. I know people, the pressure I was going through. Oh, why is DOS not talking? Well, our leaders didn't be looking for him and not talking. I say, why do you want them to talk? What are they going to tell you? If they have information for you, for God's sake, they will give it to you. Don't force them to come and lie to you, because you want them to say what you want. You are not part of them. You are not in the process. You are not part of the management. You are just like I'm here. I'm broadcasting. What do I broadcast? Information that comes from them, I broadcast. I don't go to give them information. They pass out the information and I take it and I push it to the public. I don't go out there and get my own information. In fact, I'm even very skeptical when I read things. I don't want to make any mistake. I don't want them to say tomorrow, oh, it was on Radio Biafra USA 2. No. I said a story here that happened when our leader surfaced in Israel at the West Wall. The deputy called me direct, because I was broadcasting that morning, and he called me and said, they just saw our leader on West Wall. It's breaking news. Can you announce it? I said, Onyisi, a deputy, I'm not going to announce it. You are going to announce it, because this man had disappeared for 13 months. So this is a very important news, and I don't think I am capable. I don't think I am on the level to say this, because people will quote me. USA 2 said Onyisi. So not that I was doubting that he was there, but at least if he comes from the horse's mouth, the deputy said, okay, I'm going to do it. Then he did it, and then we took it from there. At least you wouldn't say I was the first person that said it. What I'm trying to say is that he was in a better position to do it. Our leader disappeared for 13 months. And all of a sudden he surfaced. Somebody saw him. Obromoa made the announcement. I didn't see him. You that saw him should go ahead and do it. I believe in Ikerolweke. Every here that I'm sitting, because I see it when it's coming. That's why I'm like a hawk. I am waiting. When you call me, it's okay. Say whatever I want to say, but when you get away from the issue, I will tell you straight away. Especially when people call me and say, it is me. It's me as usual. No, you are not usual. Just tell us your name and where you're calling from. That's basically it. Because when you start allowing people to talk because he's there, most people that call me, I know their voices. Believe me sincerely, as soon as you open your mouth, I don't even, like I said, I don't put names on the phones. But when you call me and I listen to you, I know who is calling. But at least the world doesn't know. You need to tell them. There are people listening to the Radio Biafra starting today. There are people that have been listening for years. Every single day that you talk, new people are coming in. So they don't really know who you are. But you see that ego, when it starts getting on your head because you have access to Radio Biafra, you're talking every day, you start thinking that you are something very special, that you have followers. You don't have any follower, including myself. Like a story I told you, the day I get up from here, just give it 2-3 months, nobody hears about it. They are worried when they don't hear me, they call me, oh, are you okay, are you fine? Let us say one day I just say, you know something, I am done with this job, please. I'm happy to have served. I'm going to sit on the side and watch what's going on. They will forget you in less than 3 weeks. God, somebody else will come in that is even better than you. Soldier go, soldier come. So there's no need for somebody to think that because he is there, he is making some calls, you have not been given any appointment. You are nobody. You are completely a nobody. Agwa with DOS will follow you as a member of DOS. That's all. As you were a broadcaster, we follow you as a broadcaster. That doesn't make you Nnamdi Kanu. We have only one leader. One indispensable leader. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing to be added. So whatever you are doing, you're circulating around yourself. Good luck to you. I think very, very good luck to you. You know, whatever you want to do, that's your own. But we have one leader, and our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever he says, we are built on command and control, and that command and control stays with us, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing that anybody can do. Still reminding you that April 7th is coming. That's from that day. There'll be no eating of nama in our land. And another thing we want to talk about is a bubago. It's so-called a bubago. My brothers, my sisters, my fellow countrymen, Biafrans, I want you to listen very attentively. This thing they call a bubago are not Biafrans. These are Fulani headsmen that are being sponsored by Dave Umahi to kill our people, to burn our homes. You see the new system they are doing now. They are burning down our homes, our families. They are losing their houses. The idea is what they want to create is the same thing that they have in the North, IDP camps. Unfortunately for them, our tradition cannot even have an ID camp because it's not in our, it's not, there's no how, even if it's in your compound, even if they're going to sleep on the floor. Nobody's going to create an IDP camp where people, during the war, even the displaced people in other cities, as the war was progressing, there were no ID camps. They were living in families. They go to schools, they always see where they will fit in. Because we give people a chance. So what they are trying to create, what Dave Umahi has asked them to do, is to make sure that they burn down our houses so we will not have places to live. We will now go and open up an ID camp and put all of us there. And unfortunately for him, it's not working out. So I want you to categorically to understand that what is going on in they are soldiers. These are military policemen. These are Nigerian army, Nigerian police. Meiti Allah themselves, they are part of Ibubago. That is why they are going in. They are answering just that name, Ibubago. They are being sponsored by Dave Umahi. Our M branch, we know, we don't just talk, we investigate things before we say them. And the man that I'm talking about knows about it. He knows it's the truth. They've also tried to contact Asari Dokubo, who is in the riverine, taking our brothers from there to come and die on the mainland. These are all facts. These are all investigated facts. We are not just talking because we want to talk. We are telling you facts. However, all these people call it Bubago or whatever you call them, they're going to die. Oh yes. Because we have nowhere to go. We are in our land. We're not coming to take over your land. When you push somebody against the wall, there is no place to go else. He has to come and fight back. They are bringing death to our people, burning down our houses, raping our women and killing our children. Nobody's saying anything. But you see, this tiger that you're trying to awaken, when he wakes up, it's going to be disastrous for everybody. I'm telling you the truth. Like I said before, when you push somebody to the ground, there is nowhere else to go. He has to fight back. So the so-called Ibubago, you will know very well, Biafrans, that these people have not come to protect you. Eastern Security Network was created by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to protect the lives of our people, to protect our homes. I want you to think properly. Now, there was no Ibubago before the ESN was created. Why did they need to create an ESN? Create a Ibubago. Why? The ESN was there, created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for discovering that our people are not being taken care of. There's killing going on in our land. Quietly, secretly created ESN, Eastern Security Network. That's what their name is. Even though some people are now saying that their own initial is ESN. All that shall be taken care of later when the time is proper. But Eastern Security Network was created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to save, not to defend our land, to save the lives of our people. Now the governors came in because they know they have lost power. They've lost integrity. They have nothing. They have nobody following them. They're just there. Now they want to create a bubago. Did they tell you what the bubago is for? Why do you need a bubago when there is an ESN that is made to protect your people? ESN wasn't created to go and fight anybody outside our land. It was to protect the Biafran land. Then the counteracting thing that you did is you created ESN. I mean, a bubago. The same thing that they did in Owerri. You know, these are Fulani plans that they are planned, but you know, Ibubago, whoever is a Biafran that is in Ibubago is going to die. It's a guaranteed, it's a matter of time. We will fish all of you out. There are no two ways about it. You are going to pay for it. So, Biafrans, the people that they call Ibubago, is a mixture of Nigerian army, Nigerian mobile police, and Mighty Allah. They are in there. They are there to kill us. That's the reason why they were created. Because if the governors had good intentions and ESN was created to protect for a purpose, what purpose? They are not going to fight anybody. They are not getting out. They were living in the bush, in our homes. They are not going out there to fight anybody. No. They were created just to protect our land. Then the governor, in response, what did he do? They created what they called a bubago. Helped by the aid of the Fulani. They created these people that will live in our home and kill us. In there, they have the Nigerian army, they have the mobile police, and they have the Mighty Allah themselves. And who is sponsoring them? Dave Umahi is one of them. The chief sponsor is Dave Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi State. He is the one that is sponsoring them because he wants to become president of the zoo in 2023. Ha ha ha. I laugh. It's a big laugh, honestly. So Biafrans, your enemy. Ibubago is your enemy. They are not your friends. They are not your brothers. They are not there to protect you. That is the truth. Another thing that came to our notice also report, there are so many dogs that are being brought into Biafra land. And somebody is saying, oh, they're bringing these dogs to hunt ESN that is in the bush. Let them come down. All of them will die. And one is dog. Dog is dog. Just give him one small poison. He could just swallow and die. Unless they're going to tie their mouth. Because a dog must sniff the ground and pick up something to eat. We will tell them that we are not playing. We are Biafrans. We know exactly what to do. And what we are doing is working for us. The flag of Biafra, of the zoo, is not to be flown in Biafra land. That's been emphasized. And the school children will stop singing the national anthem. They'll be singing Biafra national anthem or no anthem at all. There's no singing of zoo national anthem in Biafra land. That is very, very... On the 7th of April, it starts. No more eating of cow meat of any sort. Nama, especially. We have a FEB, a native cow that belongs to the Biafran people. Even our livestock is different. We have a Weibo. We don't need all that stuff in our place because these animals are polluted. They are not very safe things for us to eat. So stay tuned and make sure that you take this information.
I'm Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
That's right. Did you hear that? Our leader, Mazi Kanu, does not stop until he gets what he wants. All right, let me see what time I have. Okay, let me go and give you a little bit. So just remember that from the 7th of April, we're going to stop eating cow meat, otherwise known as Nama, in our land.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of Nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
Yes, that's a very, very straightforward message that you have to take home. Make sure that you keep by it. It's not going to change. The 7th of April, it starts. If you If you want to eat nama, you can go and live with them in the Uwausa and chop as much nama as you want. But I'm telling you the truth, that thing you are eating is poison. It's not going to help you in any way. They are panicking. They are doing everything because they want to counteract what we are saying. They think, you know, these people have always believed that the zoo belongs to them. Anyway, we say, yes, it belongs to you. Take it, but leave us alone. We are going. We have gone already. A referendum is what we are talking about because we know that this taking of the zoo, it didn't start today. It started a long time ago. They've already planned it and it has worked for them for a while, but it's all that's going to stop.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of our great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October, let them control their 60.
This is very clear. The message, they have a message.
Yeah.
They send this message, but we're not paying attention. We're sleeping, we're dozing off. we're in a deep slumber. They already told you, this country called Nigeria shall be an extension of their estate instead of their father Usman Dan Fodio. And they will never allow you to, you know, take care of control of your, not only that you will not rule over them, but you will not even take control of your own life. In other words, they're telling you that you're going to be taken as slaves. They already conquered territory. The people of the Middle Belt, they are willing tools. And the South, when they said South, they were not talking about Southeast, they were talking about South, the entire South, including the Yoruba people. But who is talking? Nobody's talking. Everybody's kept quiet. That's why when Mazi Kanu surfaced, some of us said, thank God. Thank God in our life we're going to observe a change. And the change has come. There's nothing anybody can do about it. This is Radio Biafra. The lines are going to be open for you to make your calls. And please, when you call, because I can see that a lot of people are trying to call in already, but it is not time to make these calls. But if you call, please don't stay too long on the phone. Go straight to the point. We know you are happy with us. We know all the thank you. We're thanking you. It's not it's not that as no name of me to we know that, but what we're trying to say is go straight to the point and then make it very brief so that other people will come in. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Call us. right, good morning, caller. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon to you, Mazi, Dr. IYKE.
There we go.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans, people of Italia, my our strength.
Ci sono cose che non puoi rimandare. Solo fino al 31 marzo hai fino al 40% di sconto sui ricambi per la manutenzione della tua Toyota. In più hai fino a 10 anni di garanzia Toyota Relax effettuando la regolare manutenzione presso la nostra rete. Prenota un appuntamento, anche online. Ci sono cose che non puoi rimandare. Solo fino al 31 marzo hai fino al 40% di sconto sui ricambi per la manutenzione della tua Toyota. In più hai fino a 10 anni di garanzia Toyota Relax effettuando la regolare manutenzione presso la nostra rete. Prenota un appuntamento, anche online.
Supposed to be Biafrans, claim to be leaders, tell their leader over there, their northern leaders, which they are slave to release our leader Mazi Kanu and the innocent Biafrans in their custodies. The innocent Biafrans kidnapped in our different part of our land, different province of our land. We know their names, we know all of them. Let them do the right thing by releasing them, because they didn't commit anything. In the zoo called Nigeria, there are people who are killing people in daily basis. None of them is in detention. And that is the reason why we are saying enough is enough this time around. We can never be silent again. So there is nothing that all of you can do to bring peace except you do the right thing, because you can never be crying for justice. You can never be shouting for justice. When you see for peace, I mean to say, but when you see justice, you jump it. When you see justice, you overlook it, and you think you will get the peace you are looking for. If you want peace, there is rules and regulations for it. I continue to give this as an example, and I will do it before I will go. In this so-called zoo territory, you know, if you want to live in a house, you must go and negotiate with the owner of the house. the owner of the house will give you the condition for anyone that wants to be a tenant in his house. If you accept it, then you pay and pack in. We all know that this is the rules and regulations that we normally have in the zoo if you want to have a house. So, but in this issue, you people want to take a land that doesn't belong to you and you think it can work. It can never work. I am using this opportunity to greet all the honest ones, the leadership of IPOB and our broadcasters. The blessing of Chukwu Abiyama will be with you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. The lines are still very much open for you. Make your calls. All right, I'm looking at my dashboard and it says streaming and my color has changed to orange. So please, if I'm not being heard out there, inbox me and let me know what's going on. I don't know. So we're finding out except if you tell me that. If we are loud and clear, please let me know. Just call in and say you're okay. Thank you. Yeah, call on.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I told you the announcement upcoming things we are having in Great Tomorrow, or latest stand, or affiliate family members, all Biafrans living in stand. Anywhere you are, we are going to have our protest in Madrid tomorrow. So invite others and other Biafrans who want to join us.
Thank you, sir. Yes, all right. So we can see that. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Call us. I can't at least now that you called, I'm aware that I'm still out there because I was looking at my dashboard. I didn't like the face of it. All right, so this is Radio Biafra. Keep calling.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man with the lion voice, the man with the thunder voice. When he speaks, the enemies will panic and take cover. Nigeria, Kenyiri mereride kenyiri yenywe jaidare
All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Peter, can you hear me?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Peters?
All right, it appears you're not hearing me, so I don't know what the problem is. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, Mazi Peter, I just want to make a complaint that IPOB community radio is not working. It's quiet right now.
Oh, yeah? All right, what of the
Facebook,
other, did they check the Radio Biafra unit? Other units, are they talking?
Yeah, the other unit, IPOB app is working, Facebook is okay, but only IPOB community radio is not working.
All right, the engineers, I know they're listening, so they're going to take care of it. Thank you very much. Do you have something else you want to tell me?
Yeah, of course. Mazi, thank you for having me. And I just like the clip you just played just a minute ago about our barrister Ifeanyi for what he said. Yes. Barrister says, whatever you hear from my mouth is coming out from our leader. I want people to understand this. He said, whatever he wrote, whatever I heard from him is from our leader. Mazi, are you still hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you, because I'm getting some signal that is not good. Okay, he said whatever he heard from him is from our leader, because he's the one that's seen our leader. He's the one that communicating to our leader right now. So Biafrans, whatever our barrister wrote or said is from our leader. Don't doubt, because many may say, oh, how can he know? It's from our leader. Believe that it's from our leader. Mazi, that's number one. Another thing I want to say before I drop Mazi, you see about this dog I told you last time. Mazi, we are making inquiry. Why are they bringing this dog to Biafra land? What we're getting is this. They said they're bringing this dog to snakes where our ESN, where they lodge and where they put their weapons and the armor and this and that. That's why we're here, but we don't know whether it's true. But that's one of the reasons we are getting, because they know that Biafra, we don't eat dog. So they're bringing this dog for a purpose, and we must try to find out what is that purpose. They're bringing this dog in Biafra land. And Mazi, again, before I said, you said something, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, about them putting back this, what is name, that Buhari certificate or what Buhari brought up for his this 2019 election is fake. They want to put Atiku Abubakar. Mazi, that is the step they want to try. You always said it. They will first test the water and see how deep the water is. Yeah. They want to enforce Atiku Abubakar to remove Buhari and say that what Buhari brought to this thing is fake. So Abubakar will take over because he is the second person. Now, this is the two strategies they have, Mazi. Number one, if Abubakar did not work, now the next strategy, Mazi, they're going to call their brothers in army to take over. They want to make a coup. They have two plans. Number one plan is this one they want to test in court. If he failed, the next plan they're going to do, Mazi, is army to take over. They want to make a coup in that country because they know they are not going to be any 2023 election. This is their plan, and that's what they're going to do. So Biafra, we shall remain strong and move away from this evil country before it's too late. Mazi, thanks for having me, and God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you very much. Thank you very much. We know that we have plans. Let them keep on planning. They'll be planning and scattering and planning and scattering, and nothing will come up in the end. We are Biafrans. We are resolute. We should put our eyes on the ball. We are preempting them for them to know that we know what they are planning. There's no doubt about it. That court thing, since the court can even adjourn it till the 18th, it means that they have heard it. The court have heard it, and the court to listen to it means that they are going to fabricate something. To fabricate something and tell us that, Buhari was removed because he was incompetent. After how many years? This is the second term that is going, right? They didn't do it on the first time. They didn't do it on the second time when it's almost 3/4 to the end of the term. They're now trying to remove me and bring in Atiku Abubakar, who will come in, and then they will tell us later. Because, after everybody has gone out, after the power has handed over, we're going to be asking where is Buhari. So they want to create it. As soon as they hand over the next thing, oh, he died of heart attack, he's dead, dead and buried. Then Nigerians, they will continue. They won't even argue about it. Anything goes in that damn place called the zoo. Anything. Nobody asks question. No matter how educated they are still as foolish, as stupid, more than myself. Because more I didn't very educated. So but them with all their book and everything, they still not acting like normal people. Anything goes. If they can go to Owerri and then take off an elected governor and then put in somebody who was number 4 in the election and make him number 1. And the same people that are doing it to, they are waiting. Don't worry about it now. After a while, he's going to leave office. Do you know, in the real normal people, even if he has spent 99% of his time in office and they still were able to remove him, that sends a story. But the Nigerian man was saying, okay, the man are not good there already, so let us just rally around him and make sure that he finishes the term. The same thing. Buhari died in 2017, thereabout. That's when he died officially. Died and buried in Saudi Arabia. 200 million people, they are still arguing with themselves. Or someone, the man there, I don't know what they did to him in London. But the man in the Aso Rock is not the man that I know. He's not the Buhari that we know. He's not Buhari. The original Buhari is dead. You know that. They're looking for charge against Mazi Nnamdi. Why have they not included this in his charge? That Buhari is dead. So that he will come out there and prove himself that he's alive. So what they want to, the game they want to play on the 18th is exactly what we're telling you now. They're trying to make sure that by the 18th, they remove Buhari, the so-called Buhari, and then put in somebody who is not even competent enough. Let's see, I have a call. Who's this person? Caller on private line, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Hi, Peter. My name is Mazi IYKE.
Welcome to the
program. I'm calling from France.
Yeah.
And God bless all Biafrans worldwide. Hi, Peter. God will bless you and you will see Biafra. Forget about what the enemy are doing. And two, thank you for the message that you sent and continuing our barrister to clear the air.
Yes.
Because all these evil men and all these hard evil criminals that are calling themselves the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi. Some weeks ago, they accused our barrister, saying that they is fair. Now our barrister has come, says both what I wrote, both what I sent, both the audio, both everything the DOS are doing, they are working, two of them are working hand to hand to tell you that behind the name him more.
Yeah.
And the another one, our people sometimes misunderstand some issues. The enemy that brought the dog, let me clarify this. They can bring the dog to reduce formatanda, and they can bring the dog to lead the spy. They can bring the dog to help them to discover some certain things. Because dogs are friends, like I am here. I'm working as a security man. And when we do information with the dog, there are some area that you can work with the dog. And the dog can discover even bombs. It can discover even ammunition. It can discover even the criminals too. It can discover people who are having some of the drugs too, depending the training that we train the dogs. And also, if you go back in our riverine area, some of our riverine villages, they eat dogs, that they call it 404. And when you hear the sound, the meat of 404, is the dog. And we know, not all the whole riverine area, because I'm part of the riverine area. We don't eat dogs, but some parts eat dogs. And it's not that it's a bad thing. Depending, it's your choice. When you eat it, it's your own choice. You can't force somebody what you didn't eat to force him to eat it. Then, And the last one concerning the one that are wearing pampers. And if you check from the earlier time, the guy just put the poster and say the verse is his own son. And if you take very deeply, and if you take very deeply, if the man win, that's a Yoruba man, that's a drug dealer in Chicago, and money laundering. And if you win the Nigerian presidency, you automatically want to hand it over that presidency to his own son. That the son is able to continue where he was, the way he stopped killing the NFA soldiers. Then he can start, he will start there to kill the remaining ones. That's all listeners I want to review this afternoon.
Biafra. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. The man, like I said before, I'm not so much excited or interested in his physical health, but what we know is that when people are old, they do so many things. That's why there's something called retirement. It's an English language that says you retire, you go home, you sit down and wait for the day the Lord says it's time to come home. But if you are still struggling into politics, going around, traveling, when you are carrying a urine about you, he could even be there as he's there. He probably didn't even know he peed on himself because the brain is not functioning properly. And this is somebody who wants to rule 200 million people. Isn't that funny? Isn't that something that we have to think about it? The truth is that, like I said before, I didn't blame him very much. I blame the journalists. Because that kind of thing happens in this country that where I am. Believe me, by now the investigations is running and doctors are going to come in and, take care of it. Because this is somebody whom you are going to put your life into his hand. His physical condition becomes your thing. Because the moment you are not capable of doing certain things, the people that put you there are supposed to know. You remember the first 100 days of Buhari in office when he was alive was basically in the hospital. They were going to the hospital and coming back without even telling Nigerians what's wrong with him. But somebody's going, oh, it's not our business. It is your business because he's your president. You put him in office. You want to know his physical condition, what he is like, what is wrong with him. They have to say it. It didn't start with us. It's been like that all over the world, and that's exactly what it is. When you have somebody in office whose your life is in the person's hand, and you are not able to ask questions about the person, then you have a problem. I have a caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Mazi. My name is Titi, and I'm calling from New Jersey. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Welcome to the program, my sister.
Yeah, I've been listening. I just wanted to talk about the fact that they're talking about dogs. I wanted people to try to understand the God they serve. It doesn't matter why the dogs were brought into the land, into Biafra land. But have we ever thought that God can confuse those dogs, that they will be useless once they touch the soil of Biafra land? Let's always try to look at things from the perspective of what God can do, because this for me personally is a divine project. And we know that Mazi Kanu was able to go far because he doesn't play with, when it comes to prayers and stuff like that, he never ever plays with that, and that has always worked for him. And when you look at what he's not doing it to spite anyone, he's not doing it against anyone, but he's doing it to save humanity. And that's exactly what God would happen. He doesn't want people's blood spilled all over, just like what's going on in Nigeria right now. So if you're fighting for a just cause, God will always back you up. Have you asked yourself, why is it that with all the things that's been deployed to Biafra land, the Eastern Security Network is still standing tall? That's because God is in it. So let's not panic over every little thing. Let's do our part. Let us try as much as possible to hold this whole thing up in prayers. Those that knows how to pray. Be positive. Don't get swayed by things that happen. People say this. A lot of the propaganda is out there. You know, it really doesn't matter. As long as you know why you're in what you're doing, it's going to help you to stay focused. And once you're focused and you're truthful to yourself, allow God to do the rest of it. So that's what I just wanted to say.
Thank you so much, my sister. Well, thank you so much. All right, thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra. We're still here. We're still talking like our sister have advised us. We have to stay focused. Don't be derailed from what you are doing. Know exactly where you're going, because our destination is what? Biafra. We're going to get there. They can bring all the dogs they want. They can change it to elephants. It doesn't matter. Well, our sister have said something that is very important here. They said this is just a part of distraction, because if it's dogs that they're bringing in, I mean, dog actually can be very related. God can take control of the dog, honestly speaking, control of it completely, and nothing will come out of it. What we are going through is a process, and the process that we're going through is normal, natural. They are struggling to make sure that they derail us on what we're doing, but we have to stay focused. Don't think that anything that they are doing is very extraordinary. They are not. They are just part of the system, part of the things that we have to go through in order to achieve what we want. You know, the Israelites used to use the crossing of the Nile as one of the very big, one of the big examples. You know, God, they pursued them until they got to the bridge. He said, you know something? How are we going to do this? God said, why are you calling on me? Don't you know what to do? God has said, I've given you all the power. I've given you everything. So why do you keep calling me? Step into that water. And that's what they did. And it became land, and they crossed. And then the enemies came in there, and they all got drowned. That's the power of the creator of the universe. There is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Honestly speaking. There are people who look at us and say, these people are fools. Yeah, me, I like to be moo and foolish. But I keep following what I'm following. You follow what you want to follow, you that is wise and have a lot of wisdom. So our lawyer has spoken. He has made it very clear to us that when you hear him speak, I am speaking the voice. I am the voice of my client. He didn't need to tell people like me this. I'm telling you the honest truth. What he is saying is something that I have already felt within myself. You can't tell me he is lying. Against who? Against his client? Oh boy. There are people that want to, the truth is that there are some of them that are doing this, that are asking themselves in the end, when they get to bed, they ask themselves, why am I even doing what I'm doing? And the question I'm asked, I don't know if some of these people are married people, because I know that a married person, like what I'm doing, my wife is very much aware of it. And the moment I start derailing, the first person that will call my attention and say, hey, I heard what you said. On what side are you? When you start harassing them like that, they will get in the right path. But this one is that nobody is saying anything to them. So they are falling in and keep falling deeper and deeper and deeper until they will get to the bottom of the pit, and they will not achieve anything. Biafra is our focus. That's where we're going, and that's what we're going to get. Our leader have already told us, I need 100 men. So many will pass on. Many will pass on. Many things will happen. Now, even when they can open up just to justify what they are doing, they want to accuse our lawyers as being liars. That they are lying. How dare you? How dare you say that? How can somebody whose mind is sane say a thing like that? This is a man that has been with us. The lawyers have been with us from the beginning. Everything that the leader is going through, they are going through the same thing. Common sense will tell you that when he goes to see a leader and visits a leader and comes out and makes a statement, that thing that he said the leader might not say it directly to him that way, but believe me sincerely, you can read the mind of he's a client. It's for God's sake. He's a lawyer that is defending him. But all of you say, what he's saying, because he doesn't want to dance with you because you are foolish and stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Why would anybody dance with you? When our leader put in people that will work for him, and you get up and to say, we don't know who you are. We know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and whoever he appoints, let him appoint a monkey tomorrow and say, monkey is my assistant. We'll all follow the monkey. That's it. There is nothing anybody can do to stop what we're doing.
Do you have anything to advise those who are fighting the DOS and the leadership of IPOB?
Well, if you are following my updates, I've severally admonished in line with the instruction from my client. And what I can tell you is that I understand that many people don't understand that any message coming out from me is coming out from Nnamdi Kanu. I want to say it today. If I write any word, I'm saying this because I know that tomorrow somebody will record what I'm saying now and keep it for him to see. Any message coming out from him, from me, but this mouth, writing update, is coming out from him. Don't add, don't subtract. I don't even subtract. So I encourage you to pay attention to my updates. I'm Nnamdi Kanu most trusted. Go and write it down. I am his most trusted. Most trusted. Note it for me today. I'm saying it publicly now. I am his most trusted. Everybody who close to know about that. I am his most trusted. So anything coming out from my mouth, I update or write in my update. It's his words. I don't need to add to that. And if you're following my update, he's saying nothing but people should align with his structure. People should respect US. And nothing more. That's all. So anybody who is doing anything tantamount to that, so that's settled. So any word coming out from me is coming out from him. It's his words. Take it from me. Don't listen to people who are confused. Many people are confused who are benefiting from one thing or the other they're doing to circumvent or probably to achieve their selfish interests. Right? Actually, that's not the point. The point that any word coming out from me is coming out from him. That's why I read it right. Whenever you say I visit him and write an update, take it from me. Put me as thinker. Take it that way. That's settled. So thank you so much.
Okay, before I go to the last question, people say that the message that you are writing, some of them see it as a very big grammar and it's written in metaphor that they are not able to understand it. So I don't know if there is any way you will be able to make that message in a simple English, in a simple word that our people will be able to understand, because they are not able to decode your metaphor.
My brother, sorry about this. I've taken time to listen to the complaints about things I do. You know what? My problem is that whenever I get probably I find myself in a certain mood, I'll write things that when you read it, you feel you have to get close to your dictionary to understand things I do. But you can understand that the one update I did about a few days ago, I have to come down to level of Umuchineke. Few of them who may not understand, and I can assure them going forward I'll flow from that pattern for them to understand, because English is not our mother language, it's a foreign language. So I have to demystify it in a manner they will understand, sentence to sentence, what I mean. So what I'm saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not playing with instruction. He said nobody should make no mistake about it. The instruction remains intact, and anybody who's working against instruction is offending him. That's all. That's settled. That's all.
So that means DOS we should listen to.
Sure.
Thank you very much. The last question is, what is your general advice for the followers of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
My advice to them is that in time like this, you see, what I told my client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at some point, we are having a very good chat. We're having chats. Usually when I have a exclusive meeting with him, we're alone. It's good. Unfortunately, it happened. But it's good for such kind of thing to happen. For somebody to understand those who are close to him. And somebody to understand those who are truly disposed, who are true disciples, who are true followers. So I want to tell people to understand that this is the time Nnamdi Kanu needed them. He needed you people now. You needed them now. You need their prayers. You need their solidarity. You need their peaceful conduct. You need their respect for him, for his decisions. You need respect for his structure. So don't be confused. Don't make no mistake about it. So don't believe any form of long narratives over there. Believe in what he says. Believe in things I tell you people. Believe in the messages he pass across. He will come out soon. I can bet my life for that. Nnamdi Kanu is coming out soon. And he'll come out like a surprise. I said nobody will be carried along as to when he'll be coming out again. But I can assure you that he will come out like Jesus. I'm like, it will be a surprise to everybody. It will be a shock. So take it from me at this moment in time. So, because by the time you come out, those who think they will not come out will be shocked. Those who are working against his interest. Those who are fighting his interest. Those who think they can upturn what he has set up will be shocked. He will come out. Because I can assure he has not committed any offense unto law. A lot of things are going on. He will come out soon. So, more especially when they have no case against him in court. So, take it from me. I'm saying this today. I can see me in my attire. My attire as a knight of St. Christopher. The highest ranking ranks in African communion today. So, talking to you, I'm not saying this from a back. I'm saying it from my room. Talking to you from what I know is obtainable. What will happen. So, my advice to them is to remain focused, remain undeterred, remain decisive, remain peaceful, don't be distracted, remain undivided in their resolution. So, because at this point in time, you see a lot of things playing out, a lot of narratives going on. And if you're not careful, you'll be taken up, you'll be derailed. So, they should not be shaky, they should not allow anybody to take them off track at this point in time. Thank you so much, my brother, Judge Money, and it's a wonderful opportunity being with you at this point in time. I commend you and rarely appear in this kind of program, but of course, you know how we get here. So I thank God for being with you today. This is a special day for me. So we're getting set for Wednesday, and you see me in court, and you see Nnamdi in court, and something good will happen on Wednesday. Thank you so much, and God bless.
The message has been sent. You know, I am airing this in full because you know what? There are some people out there, right now they are peeing in their pants. Because these are people I have spoken to before. And I told them, I said, listen, if you are a member of IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, stay focused. Don't be derailed. You didn't come in here like most of us, I keep telling people. You didn't come in here because of advertisement. You didn't come in here because somebody was sharing flyers and trying to convince you to come in. Why would anybody want to convince you to get out? It's assumed that if we are 80 people in IPOB, that at least 60 of you came here at your own volition. It was your decision to become a part of what we are doing. For you to sit down there and think that because somebody has said something to you, that's why you came in here, then you are not here. Because if you're here, you will know that the energy, the time you spent in trying to retrospect, to think, to make you IPOB in the real sense, it's going to take the person double that time to dissolve. It's like an ice block. You're already molded. You're stiff in what you're doing. There's no looking back. It's only when you came in through campaign, you came in through somebody trying to convince you, that you start thinking, no. If you came in on your own volition, like those of us who are here on our own, I don't need any conversation. The only time I can converse with you is if you're making sense. But if you're trying to convince me to get away from what I'm doing or to deviate from what I'm doing, you're wasting your time. So what's the point? What am I afraid of? Because it will take me time to join an organization like this. And when I get in there, forget it. I'm going to stick my ass there, stay there, and nothing anybody can do to start to get me out. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi. Good afternoon or good morning. I'm speaking from New Delhi in India.
So welcome to the program.
Mazi, yes, what I am learning we have to do to gain our freedom, we are doing it. You know, since they arrested our leader, people are bringing 2 or 3 people, they are bringing bad news for themselves, not for we. We know they are not real because I've been following our leader teaching. Remember what our leader said, because our people at home, that they should change their normal number to WhatsApp. The man knows what he's doing. Remember what he said. They should enter bush. Those who understand, they will know what he mean there. And why I say it up nice. If you're just joining IPOB, you are in Biafra land. You have to listen to this voice of our leader to join by what? Changing all your contact to WhatsApp, and also enter bush. If you cannot enter bush, you know we are about to change your location because of the demon that are disturbing the ground. We must get what we want. Mazi, another thing again I want to say is our leader said we should communicate with all our MP in where we are staying. You know, mostly our people, we are in business. We don't know about politics much. We are all over the world, and we married white people. We are in African country. We have friends. We have to use our friends to speak to their government of the countries where we are. It is working. We can a journey of 1,000 kilometers started in a seconds. If our people who married can use their wife on Facebook or do a private video, bring it out, call the name of the president to help Biafran people. Speak on Biafran people, call the person name, their president. No, I don't think the people from Biafra, but white people, black people, who is not our people, we can use them to do this politics. If it is people from the north, they will do it. And with the shouting, people are helping them. We married all over the world. Our in-laws, we have to teach them on how to help us on this struggle. Yes, we are doing very nice work, but we have to use our in-laws to call the name of our president to do something. Mazi. Our people should learn how to do small thing. At the end, that small thing may bring a good result in what we are doing. But those people who are talking this and that, they want to distract us. Don't let them to distract you. What are you going to do? You have to follow this my instruction to teach your in-laws. Even there in 5 in number, they can do it as a play. They can do it by one, say something. Bring it in Facebook, bring it online, Instagram. We will carry it there to push it where it's supposed to be. In this struggle, need more brain, more wisdom, because our people, we are ready to go and we are good to go. People at home, they are doing the needful. We in diaspora, we have to do something tangible. So as long as they hold our leader, we cannot sleep in. Remember days back, Mazi IYKE said about Twitter. From that day, Twitter moved very, very hot. If you have not created your own Twitter, what are you doing? Are you fighting by your neighbor door by door, or you are fighting social media? You have to join in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Speak to people, your friends. Advise them how to do video. Tell them what to say. And let them say it, bring it online. Let us share it all the whole world. This struggle, those who understand this struggle, they have gone on to the power of the country where they are speaking to speak Biafra. The whole country who love our freedom, they are waiting for us. But some of us are going around. It's not done like that. I am speaking from New Delhi in India. If I say something up here, people may say no, but we have reached to the end. Do something, move ahead, find contacts and move ahead. In this struggle, we are pushing forward. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you so much, Ndalo. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still talking here. And see, to remind you about our boycott stance, 7th of April. That's when it starts. And nobody have to eat nama anymore.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
All right, let's say if I have a call coming in, I will take this one. Caller on straight line, tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, the line just dropped off. Like I said before, I've warned you a couple of times. Don't try to make your call when we're making other announcements, because by the time the call goes, your phone might have dropped, and that's exactly what's going on right now. The number here is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Give us a call. We're still very much open and still talking about Ibubago. Still want to stress on it. Our people have to realize that this so-called Ibubago was not created because they want to protect your lives. No, that's not why it was created. It was created by Dave Umahi and his co-governors. But Dave Umahi is the arrowhead. He's the one that is masterminding it and bringing them in to come and kill our people. Because if you look at it technically, what's the point? What was the essence of creating Ibubago if you have the interest of our people at heart? Unfortunately for us, so they are after you because you put them in power, and because they are hoping, all of them are foolishly hoping that they're going to become president of the zoo. Okay, they're here with the watch. We are not going to die. We're not going to be awake. We're going to be awake and see how they're going to become, how Dave Umahi will stand on top of the Union Jack, because that's what the person that they put in there that they call him Buhari, stood right on top of the Union Jack of the country and talking to our people, because he was not briefed properly. He wasn't briefed that is a sacred thing for a country for you to desiccate, to cement, putting on your foot, your dirty shoes on top of it, and standing there and addressing the world. And the pressmen are looking, journalists are looking, lawyers are looking. Nobody's talking about it. You know, sometimes, you know, when you live among fools, you start being foolish yourself. They did not brief him very well, because the original Buhari, if he was alive, would never do that. Will never stop. He was a general in the army, and at least if there's nothing else, he must have been briefed and trained and made to understand that that's a sacred thing that he cannot do. And the so-called journalists who are supposed to investigate and say, who is this man? They are saying, oh, no, you know, he's an old man. He probably forgot. Probably didn't even know he was standing on top of it. Yeah, and he's ruling your country. If you cannot remember something so little, what is he really doing there? What is he going to remember? He will not remember anything, because he is not Buhari. If he's Buhari, trust me, he will remember. Buhari might look foolish when he was alive, but he was not that foolish. He knew the right thing. He might pretend that he does not know the right thing, but trust me, he does. He does know when to stop. He does know when not to stop. He might pretend and fool around like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows what time it is. So they took him out, he died, and they substituted him, they put him there. Now they're trying to make a change again. The change they're trying to do is to put in Atiku Abubakar, who happens to be a Fulani man also, and put him there, and telling that, oh, Buhari lied. He didn't lie. How many years has he been in power now? It's almost 6 years. And then nobody found out that he lied. Just on the verge of going to the next election, they're now finding out that he did something. Oh, the case has been adjourned for the 18th. Trust me, it's part of the plan. That plan that will never work for them anyway, no matter what they do, we know. Because this is a way of escaping the fact that there is nobody called Buhari, that there's somebody there who's claiming to be Buhari had died long time ago, and that they just substituted him by putting in somebody else who is not Buhari. So how are they going to get rid of him? That's the plan. That is the next thing that they are doing, to make sure that they get rid of him, put Atiku Abubakar. Then after a couple of weeks or months, they will announce to us that, oh, the man died of heart attack. We know he had been dead since, and he's dead. He's going to remember. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The lines are still open for you. 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984. 929-406-9953.
It's a song of the the people going south to love God of Abraham, to the land that's flowing with milk and honey, they cannot be stopped. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining out so bright, it's supernatural. I carry the sling of David. I'm the Lion King, a lion must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining up so bright it's supernatural.
The MP, Harriet Harman, has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Kanu? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th? He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria. Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Mazi Kanu and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Mazi Kanu? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafran war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it'd be all over our news. So why is it not reported? It's not reported.
All right, let me take this as the last call. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi IYKE Peters.
Morning.
Good afternoon from here, my beloved brother.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, how are you?
I'm fine. Welcome to the program, sir.
Yeah, my brother, this is Mazi IYKE. I'm calling from Austria. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Biama, I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, first of all, before I proceed, I want to thank Austrian people, all our fellow Biafrans here in Austria for a successful protest. Today we protested here in Austria, and it was marvelous.
Yes.
And I want to thank them for their doggedness, for their steadfastness, for everything they have put in on today to leave their jobs, to come out in mass that we protested, to let the Austrian people know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the hands of the enemy, and also to alert them that in Tuesday's time our leader also is coming to court, and all we are asking is for unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he has committed no crime. Now the zoo government has no right to be holding him, because what this man is asking is very simple thing: give us a date for referendum so that Biafrans will decide their fate, if they want to continue to stay to that animal country called Nigeria, or to have the Biafran state of their own. So I thank every Austrian IPOB and all of us of freedom that have come today to join us. May Chukwuka Biama bless all of us, bless you and your family, and as you are going home, may you get your destination in good health. This is my prayer, and so shall it be in the name of Chukwuka Biama. It's Mazi IYKE Peters, my beloved brother. Whenever we look up to you people, what you guys done in 1967 to 1970, and still to today doing the needful, it encourages us, it emboldens us more to keep on doing what we are doing. Because if you people can keep on preaching this gospel, standing on this platform to preach to our people that we should continue to fight, because it is only Biafra that can be able to give our generation what they need to become what they want to become in future. We must continue to fight. It doesn't matter what these people are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they will kill us, we will kill them, and at the end, Biafra will come. This is that stage this prophet was talking about. The enemies, all the Nigerian zoo government has recruited from the Sahel, bringing them to Biafra land under the disguise of Ebubago. And most of our stupid people, our demented brothers who are made up their mind, who have decided to join these idiots to cause havoc in Biafra land. Mazi, we are promising them, all of them, if you join Ebubago, go and sign your death warrant. Before you join, make sure you put enough money down for your family, because you will not come back. We are promising you, IPOB is peaceful, but we cannot fold our hands to watch these enemies keep on killing us. That time has gone when they will kill us and go free. This time when you kill us, we kill you too, because the same blood that flows in our vein is the same blood flowing in these idiots and criminals that carry their AK-47, killing innocent people, burning their house down. Which type of madness is this? Why are Nigerians so wicked to our people? Why are they so killing us since 1914 till today? Biafrans are still dying. Is it because of the oil? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told them, we don't need this oil. All we want is to use our brain. After all, Japan, they don't have oil. Biafrans are so talented that with our brain will give us what we want, because no Biafran is adamant. We know whom we are. So if because of oil, we will give them oil free, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said we will give even to other part of Africa oil, because it is not our problem. Our problem is that Nigerian government has put their nails in the neck of Biafrans. We can't breathe anymore, and we have removed that nails in our neck. We want to live as a human being. We don't want to die. This is what we are saying, and they should think in their brain, in their fucking brain. Sorry to use that word, Mazi, because these people they are idiots. These are people when they have ear problem, you don't need to use cotton wool. You need to use iron to remove whatever that is in their ear. This is the type of language this zoo animals government here. And we must continue to press on. Biafrans, don't lose hope. Keep on pressing on. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, is coming to court in the next 2 days. We give him the fortitude. Give all our legal teams the fortitude. All of them, as they speak, let fire put into the heart of the enemies that they will be missing word on that day. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. May Chukwuka bless you and your household, Mazi. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. I've turned down all the phone lines. We're not taking calls anymore at its time. But don't forget, please stay tuned because Mazi IYKE is next. He's coming in from Radio Biafra. USA 1 is coming in after now. One thing I need to remind you, and I keep saying it, is that Biafra, you know, is our thing, is our religion. Nobody can stop us. They will try. They will not succeed. Our lawyers have made it very clear for the people that are trying to cause confusion. Well, whatever they are doing, they are on their own. But even though our lawyer had said it all, in my opinion, anybody who's a true Biafran, a true follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's teaching, will not even shake, no matter what they do. No matter how they try, no matter how much they try to disorganize what we're doing. No, it stays, Biafra is our thing, it's our religion. And Radio Biafra, that's where we do the worship. No matter how, they will try. First, if they don't do these things, my dear, it means that we're actually not doing anything. Because when they start struggling with themselves and start lying about everything, then it means that we are really getting there. We are very, very close to where we are going, close to our destination. And when you said, Oga akwafu, man, Oga akwafu, Oga atokpom. You know, that kind of thing. I'm not very good at interpreting things, but it was strange that it might look convulsive, but in the end, it's not going to lead them anywhere. We're going to get to our destination, and Biafra is our destination. The leader has left the DOS for us, and they are in charge today. When our leader tells us they are not in charge anymore, we'll say, okay, our leader have said it. But for now, he has never said anything like that. And whatever he has said, he left them in place. If you don't like it, sorry. We have no apologies to anything. The DOS will remain. They will remain our leader's choice. And he's the one that are in charge, controlling. We are under command and control. If you think that you don't like what our leader is doing, okay, start your own organization. Set up your own HYD or DOS or whatever you call it. But for this one that our leader has put under the leadership of Chike Doziem, it remains, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. There's absolutely nothing anybody can try to change this and think it's going to work. No, it's not going to work for you guys. We know what we are doing. We know where we are going. We know who you are following. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's the only one that tells us what to do. And whatever he's incarcerated now, extradition from Kenya, brought in illegally to the zoo. In 2 days, he will be in court. That is 16th. Today is the 14th. You know, when they start fixing dates, they think it will never get there. But you know something, the day keeps going. It doesn't stop for nobody. So 16th, I'm going to be live here on broadcast, and I'm going to try to join them in court if, because of the time, last date is 12 noon, Biafra land time. Is when I start here in the US. And I very much like to stay at home and make sure that I make a broadcast that day, God's willing. Because then it was a beluchi. Because every single day things happen and things change. So our lawyer have spoken and we have taken it to heart, everything he has said. Let's give these beggars, these idiots chance to see what they are going to talk about this too, because they will always find a solution. First of all, they said our lawyer is lying. You know, that kind of thing. It's very funny, isn't it? These are the men that go, these are the people that have the right to see our leader whenever they want to. They are the ones the closest to him. There's allies, they are his handbag, they are his, whatever you call it. Then when they come out and tell us what happened, you say, oh, they are lying, because you know what? They are not saying what you want to hear. They are telling you the simple truth, and that's it. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I'm going off the air this time, but I promise you, Mazi IYKE is here next. I don't know why the national anthem doesn't want to play. My anthem, not the national anthem, actually. The item that I used to come in with. All right, still want to remind you, thank you very much for being with me today. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be together again. Don't go away, because Mazi IYKE USA 1 is coming in next. From me to you, it's goodbye. But remember, Biafra is our religion, and only in Radio Biafra is where we worship. If you chose to go worship in other places, you have the right to do that, but don't bring problem there to us to solve in Radio Biafra, because we are not be to that. From me to you, it's goodbye. See you again tomorrow same time. Bye bye.
Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukokike Abiyama, let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra.
Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are, this time around we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Nnamdi is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi IYKE. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then I'll refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything, if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has got you over and you'll be dealt with. We run a disciplined movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world, in IPOB. That's the only thing we have. That is we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPOB, you get out and join the Sabo. One day we'll find out those
right mind will want is what you call republic. It is not possible. Nobody with their right senses would want or wish to come from a place as backward, from a place as idiotic, from a place as primitive as the Zoological Republic. That is why we are doing all we can to remove ourselves from it, to go back to who we were before the white man came, because the white man has no right to come to Africa to create nations in Africa. They have no right to do that. And we cannot allow them to continue with such idiocy. I cannot go to Europe to create a country for them. They are not God. That is why we have been misled. We have been misled. Everything they bring to us in Africa, we swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Be it religion, be it anything that it is. We can't allow it to continue. Japan is doing very well. Most countries in the Far East Asia are very, very indigenous, and they are doing exceptionally well. There is no reason why we cannot replicate the same in the land of Biafra, and of course effectively across Africa. As a matter of fact, it is about time we stop behaving like idiots and reason like human beings. Thank you very much for your call. I have another caller on the line, if I'm not mistaken. This caller on the line on WhatsApp, give us your name and where you're calling us from, please, if you may.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Daniel Naudo. I'm calling from the zoo.
Which part of the zoo are you in?
Lagos.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Lagos. I'm from Ibibo. I'm from Akwa Ibom.
Thank you very much. And they're doing us very proud.
Yes.
Our men in Akwa Ibom are doing us proud. I am so proud of them. You cannot believe. So proud of them. They have demonstrated once again in that very part that the zoo are calling South. They have demonstrated once again that they are Biafra through and through with the work they're doing on the ground, and I commend them. Please go ahead.
That's true, sir. That's very true, sir. That's very true, sir. So my question is, what are we putting in place to know where the remaining terrorists where they are in the bushes and in the farmland, the remaining place where they are, because it's like once the armed security move from one location to another, they now move in there again to attack people.
What we are going to do, the problem that we are having are the governors, not even the zoo army or the police that disguise themselves, take off their uniforms and come to attack us from the back. People, as I said yesterday, people do not understand what we are facing. And it's a good thing you asked this question this morning. We are fighting war on almost 3 or 4 fronts at the same time. We are confronting and defeating Mietiala terrorist group. We defeat Mietiala. They go back and they call the police and the army. Now the police and the army will attack us from the rear. And with the help of these governors, as I said last night, in a place like Ebonyi State, we drive them away. We are called to another place. We go to that very place, and then they return to where we drove them from. That is what they have been doing. So what we are now going to do is to make sure that the reserve force that we have, anywhere we clear them, we move the reserve force into that very area to safeguard it, while the main vanguard itself, the main rangers themselves, will now continue the hunt for Mietiala terrorists in our land. And any police or the army that comes, should I say, to the rescue of all these terrorists, will pay the ultimate price as well. Because we're not joking, we're not going backwards. We're only moving. Right now in Enugu, the war is going on, it is raging. In Akwa Ibom, the war is going on, it is raging. And I'm saying to them, if you bring in your police and the army to defend these Fulani terrorists, they are all going to die. They must be assured of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Sir, I'm a very good student of Radio Biafra, sir.
Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less from a Ibibio man. I will expect nothing less. After all, Ibibio is the closest approximation to Igbo. We are one people, and let us not allow the Fulani Janjaweed to continue to deceive us. Thank you very much for calling this morning. Thank you very, very much. They cannot deceive us. You are there. We are more intelligent than they are. Thank you very, very much. We have somebody kindly sent us a message, and I'm going to play it because the calls are flooding in. That is what is jamming our line. The calls are immense. It is too much. Let us try to take this very message.
Good morning, my leader. My name is Mazi IYKE. I'm calling from New Delhi, India. I am from Uli.
Calls are coming in. They won't even allow us to. Let me take this very call and see who is there. The caller on signal, can you hear me? The caller on signal, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. They cannot hear me, but I can hear them.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, please.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Robert. Mrs. Onajite.
Mrs. Onajite, thank you very much and welcome to the program. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany, please go ahead. The world is listening. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question concerning what is going on in Ebonyi State now.
Yes, go ahead.
In his place. So, because we know you are a leader and you are a father, I know you cannot side the one person and leave the other side.
Yes.
Like what is going on in Ebonyi State in Nisa now?
What is happening?
Devorman is siding one side and people are dying.
What were... Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So many people have died in our house. And my father's house have gone down, and Devorman is doing nothing about it. So many people are dying. So, sir, I want to ask,
Why is this attack? No, hold on. I want to ask you first. Why is this attack? Is it Fulani terrorists, Miet Yala, Fulani terrorists that is carrying out these attacks? Or is not them?
No, it's not a Fulani. It's something concerning land.
Land dispute.
Yes.
Do you know how this problem started with this very land? Who started the problem?
What brings this issue? These people have the mind to stand Isaac people to fight or to destroy people property. It's therefore mind that is giving them mind and giving them the power to fight Isaac people and gone because what happened before. That is why therefore mind have the mind since he entered the power, like the person they catch among the people fighting Isaac people. He confessed that it's therefore mind that is giving them mind. Giving them gun to fight and destroy people property and killing innocent people.
So therefore Mahi is aware of what is happening on the ground. But I don't know why our people should be fighting. That is one thing that the Fulani is, that is one thing they do very well. Why should our people be fighting over land? And Fulani people are in our land, invading, killing, pillaging, raping, and occupying our forests in Ebonyi State. And we are busy fighting one another. What I want to know is the genesis of the problem. Is this problem a relatively new thing, or has it been there from time? This land dispute?
Yeah, it has been happening so many long times. But now, the way it is now, therefore, is the person supporting them.
Okay, very good. And we know what we're going to do.
Later, what is going on about what's concerning the issue?
Very good, please. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it because we are factually accurate here. I don't want us, if people are having land dispute or communal clashes, so to speak, we are now saying that the Janjaweed are attacking us. We must be absolutely clear as to what is happening. Absolutely clear. And thank you for bringing this very clarity to this issue this morning. The fighting going on in Ebonyi State, a sitting governor is encouraging people to be fighting one another. Unbelievable. I don't know what is it with our people and land. The land will be there. The land was there before we came. The land will be there after we are all gone, because every living thing one day is going to die. The caller on the line, can you hear me on signal? Can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
Good morning, our great leader.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Ejameze. I am calling from Republic of Ghana.
You are in Ghana, the place that Twitter have decided to site their headquarters in Africa, because Twitter came and said, we thought that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. We never knew it was a shithole. Now they have packed their bags and gone to Ghana to establish. Please go ahead, we're listening.
Yes, sir. My simple question is this. With the manner our governors are doing in the land of Biafra, the way other people are sabotaging us, doing everything humanly possible, aiding and abetting, serving the Fulani Janjaweeds to get their conquest. I am suggesting, is it not high time we give them a shaking hand so that when others see that we have attacked them, they have a visible attack on them, or anything that is connected and related to them? I think it will help us and give a warning to other people who might migrate newly to do the same thing they are doing.
That is true. I entirely agree with you, but that time hasn't come yet. What we are doing right now is to face the enemy. But all the traitors and saboteurs within, when their time comes, they'll be dealt with. In fact, some of them are being dealt with as we speak. But it's not everything that we're going to announce live on air, and they understand it, that our freedom is of paramount importance. We want nothing else more than our freedom. There is nothing else we desire more than the freedom for we Biafrans. And we are going to do, we are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that that's the case. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very, very much for calling.
Again, sir, there's another thing. It's like a question and like a contribution.
Go ahead.
As they are parading themselves in this their 2023 conquest of Igbo president and this, is it not wise enough for us to seal down anything about campaign, anything about whatever that their ambition in the Biafran land? Because the more we give them that space to do their campaign and do whatever rubbish they are doing, they are thinking that they have arrived. Can't we stop every campaign in Igbo land? Because we are not part of Janjaweed and we cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, what you have said is absolutely critical, but there is one mistake we don't want to make. There is one mistake we are not going to make. The mistake is this: you don't know these people. You know that democracy and democratic discourse is a universal concept, or should I say, that is what the West is trying to, should I say, promote all over the world. What they want to do, in essence, is to try as much as possible to say that we are anti-democratic forces. That's what they want to do. Once you say to the US, to EU, and all the rest of them that these people do not believe in democracy, you become an enemy of the world. That is why we cannot take that very route. But if they rig any elections that they have, then we have every legitimate right to express our grievances. But I do understand what you're saying. Our Yoruba brethren are saying also that there's not going to be any elections in 2023 unless, they discuss referendum, which is where we stand at the moment. But we must be very, very careful not to do anything that will allow the zoo to go to the Biden administration or to go for Britain to help them to go to Europe to say that these are anti-democratic forces. Once we do that, they will try as much as they can to shut us down. So we must proceed very, very cautiously. Very, very cautiously. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that. They are, of course, the useless Facebook. They are cracking and trying to make our life difficult as always. They are trying to make our life difficult as always, but we are going to stop them. They can't stop us from broadcasting this very morning. They can never, ever stop us from broadcasting this very morning. We are live and we are direct, and heaven is bearing us witness. Let me go to the line to see who is there. If you are used to calling, please, I beg of you, allow other people to try and call as well. We cannot afford to appear undemocratic. Once you do that, is over. If you have called us in the past couple of months, please try not to call us again. Please allow other people, other first-time callers to call as well, please. Very, very important. Allow other first-time callers to call us as well, please. I have a caller on the line. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Good morning, my leader. Good morning from here. My name is Pastor Jack. I'm calling from the zoo. I just like my last brother, my leader, just asked. All of us understand that most of the difficulties we are going through now are the governors in Biafra land. Because even when they launched this Ebube Inkita that we don't know, our local radio stations in our land, when they presented this issue, majority of the people from our land that call the radio station says ESN is already doing the work. What are you forming a Bubagu for? Because the way ESN is doing it, we don't think any other person can do it that way. Even the Janjaweed army, because ESN is following these people head on and making sure our land, our bushes and forests are rid of this Janjaweed. So the question now, like that my brother asked, what strategy or methodology are we going to use to follow this governor? Because the truth is, these people have sold their conscience. They are determined to work with the enemy, the Fulani Janjaweed, to make sure they scuttle our freedom. Is there no way we can handle these people while we are waiting for that right time? Because these people are definitely spoiling something for us, my leader. That is my question this morning, sir.
We are doing all we can. It's not everything for obvious reasons that we're going to announce live on air. But what we're doing is that we have a strategy in the fullness of time to checkmate all these traitors and saboteurs within our midst. They can form Ebube, whatever. As I said, they formed Ubunigwe last year, it didn't work. Now they are forming Ebube, as you said, Ebube this very year, Ebube, and it's now also going to fly because they need men to be able to do the work for them. And they do not have it because everybody, as you well know, is loyal under this very command. They understand that. Both those who identify with IPOB and those who don't, we are all IPOB in the end. And we are under one command. Everybody, I mean, absolutely everybody. Those who are fathered by the Janjaweed may try all they can. They may do all within their powers to try to stop what we are doing. They have not succeeded in the past. They will not succeed now. They can form whatever they like. In the end, as you well know, we always win. If our Yoruba brethren today can be campaigning very determinedly and resolutely for the freedom of the Yoruba nation, that tells you all you need to know, that we have won the argument. We have won the argument. And we must proceed, should I say, very cautiously. We are at a very critical juncture right now. We don't want to do anything that will allow them to go to the world and say, oh, did we not tell you? This is who they are. This is how the Biafra is going to be. Why do you think they floated this? It's because they want an internecine warfare within the Biafran family so that the world will say, oh, can you see them? If you give them freedom, this is how they're going to behave. We know how the Fulanis operate. I wouldn't even be shocked nor surprised if they have a hand in the flare-up of the boundary dispute that is happening in Israel right now. That has led to the, should I say, loss of life of very innocent people. But we are on top of our game, and they understand what is coming. And as I said, it's just a matter of time, and it will happen. When I was telling people about the zoo, army, and police, you didn't believe me. I said, a time will come when they will not be on our streets. Today, they are not there anymore. If they are on our streets, they will die. They understand it very, very clearly. And today our streets are clear. So one day, I'm telling you, you shall look for saboteurs. You will never find them. One day you will look for all these traitors. You can never find them because they'll be dealt with. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very, very much for calling. We are live and we are direct. And of course, the idiotic Facebook is doing all they can to try to make our life a misery this morning, as they always would. As they always would, they always will, but they're not going to succeed. If you have called us before, please refrain from doing so. Allow other people to try to call as well. I have a caller on the line on Signal. This caller, give us your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra, and we are live and direct. The whole world is listening.
Good morning, Mazi. My name is Emowa So David. I'm calling you from Anambra State.
Thank you.
I am actually calling from Amobia. Please, Mazi, one thing I want to ask, that this whole stupidity of the people that say they are our elite and our politicians, sir, I really want to say this to you, that if we don't begin to handle these people one after the other, dealing with their asses one after the other, I don't think this nonsense they are doing, playing with our people, the lives of our people, will stop. It is right time to begin to handle them in the way they deserve, because our lives is more important. The life of one Igbo man, one Biafra man, is more important than the life of 2,000 Fulani Janjaweed. So we have to, because these people, we are seeing it that they are now playing games with our lives, those that voted them into power. And if we continue to keep quiet over this nonsense will not stop. So I want to say, when is it going to be ripe for more intake of the ESN? I am pleading with you, sir, that even myself, I'm even interested. I am pleading with you, please make quick and fast absorption of more ESN. And if possible, if we have our army, please, I'm sorry to be saying this on air, if we have army, those who want to enroll, please. Let us get ready for this final onslaught. These useless people who wants to see what will happen before they get to learn it.
and maybe perhaps they might learn it in their grave. So please, if there is anything, please, I want you to speak on the regard of that, because if there is, I want just forward a way I can begin to enroll myself and those people who are interested. I am begging you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, my dear brother. What you have said is, of course, correct. And we are doing everything we can to rid our land of all these vagabonds and evil men. We are doing all we can, and believe you me, we are on top of the matter. You will hear the story soon. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
My name is Jojo Bonaya, and I'm calling from Katy, Texas, but I'm from Liberia.
From Liberia, you're calling from Texas.
Yes.
Go ahead, we're listening.
Yes. My husband is part of the member of the FEB, and I just want to say thank you so much for the good work, and continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much, and I do welcome your call. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And I do hope one day that I may be able to come in Biafra as well.
Of course you will. That's why we're fighting. And that is why your husband is part to be able so that the land of Biafra is for Biafran children all over the world. We are tired of living abroad. We are tired of living abroad. We are tired. We want to go home. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your call. Thank you very much for your call. We are live and we are direct. And Elohim is bearing us witness as always. If Facebook is messing, of course they will mess up. You saw what they did yesterday. If they mess you up, please go to Instagram. Instagram is also low data usage. Go to Instagram. If you have not joined Instagram, go and join. You follow me on Instagram so you can notifications. Anytime we are live on air, you will get notifications, please. If you have called us before or in the habit of calling us always, please allow other first-time callers to try and get through. A lot of people have been trying to get through and they have not been able to do so, sometimes even for very many years. Therefore, please allow them at first-time to get through to us. No, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me, but I can, it's counting for them. I don't know why they cannot hear me. They call on signal, can you hear me? No, they cannot. Let's take this other call. The caller on the other line of WhatsApp, can you hear me? No, the call could not connect. Only in the zoo that WhatsApp is they can't connect. Only in the damnable zoological republic. Let us take this call. The caller on signal, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. My name is Nnamdi. I'm calling from London. This is the first time I'm ever speaking with you, sir. God bless you.
You see why I said that people should be very mindful of hugging the line always and allow first-time callers to get through. Please go ahead, we're listening.
Wow. Am I speaking with Mazi?
Yes, you are. Of course you are.
Jesus wept. I'll record today in my diary. Sir, I am from Kent family in London. My name is Nnamdi. This is going to be my diary, honestly. Sir, 3 questions. I'll get straight to the point for other callers' sake. It's regarding the new London UK coordinator. I'm aware we have a new coordinator, Honorable Mercy, someone I can't remember the name. Sir, the matter is this. I'm aware there was a time London was suspended and eventually the suspension lifted, and recently we had a new change of coordinator. And I don't know whether you quite are aware, since the new coordinator came, part of the executives in the family. We've not heard anything from her, and apparently everywhere is silent and waiting for action from the new UK coordinator, and nothing is happening. And it's getting, if I'm not mistaken, this is getting to the 4th, 5th, or 6th week since the new change of leadership was announced. Questions are coming from people like us that are on the lower cadre, and we don't have answers for our fellow members in the UK. I'm speaking on personal experience, and it's kind of troubling when there's no one to really relate with to give answers to some of the little administrative things that we used to do every day. You know, our dues, our meetings, but we're expecting the new leadership to take the lead, because we believe anyone that is a coordinator should represent the fire and the zeal of Ohamadike. And so far, we've had it, with our coordinator that we know, and the new one, maybe she's on, nobody knows, I don't know. Let me not just put forward. Just want to see what is going on, and maybe you may have a clue to enlighten and encourage, because now we need not encouragement from the Biafra spirit is burning enough, but speaking and hearing from our leadership is natural that it's going to motivate everyone. I'm speaking regarding the London and UK Ipob branch generally. So any comment you're going to give regarding this would be highly welcome. This is number one. Number two, sir, the Ambazonia Alliance. This is a wonderful masterstroke in my own humble opinion, sir. What are we, this is the question, what are we going to take away from this alliance? I know it's going to be positive, but hearing it from the horse's mouth is another dimension that I'm expecting an answer from. Finally, the third question is our 7 leprous Islamic governors in the 7 Igbo-speaking areas of Biafra. I know people have made comments even this morning regarding these governors. Sir, I think, in my own opinion, and also I'm expecting you to make a comment or two regarding them, I think Ipob should judge these people and come out with judgment upon their head, and not just their head, their families. These people, they are the major problem we have regarding our self-determination quest, and not even the Nigerian state, in my opinion. If we do not do anything that actually touch them, touch their families, we'll be going round and round like Israelis looking for the way to the promised land. What will take us one day will take us 100 years, but God forbid, until we do something. This is the question. You may not give me an answer. I'm not expecting that. I don't need to force that off your mouth. But in my own opinion, something urgent must be done about these people. If we do not, sir, I will leave that with you. But I think something should happen, and not just regarding these governors, their families, things that will touch them. I will end this particular phone call with another. I don't know how to put this. God bless you, Ohamadike. God bless you. I go in the timing of heaven. This generation is blessed to have you. I don't praise people, but I believe in my time. Instead of saying the year 2020 and 2021, they will say in the days of Ohamadike. Just like my father said in the days of Dim. God bless you, sir. I'll leave the other callers to actually try and get through to you. But I please need comments on these three issues of the London coordinator, the Ambazonia Alliance, and our governors that have sold us out to Fulani.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam. First of all, regarding the UK coordinator, she hasn't received all the documentation she needs to be able to do her work properly. And I'm asking the previous UK national coordinator to do it before 7 p.m. this evening. Hand over every document in your possession so that our sister will be aware, or should I say, be knowledgeable about the structures we have in the UK. Prior to her assuming that very position, I'm asking Dr. Okachi to make sure that before 7 p.m. UK time today, that our new UK national coordinator is in possession of all the documentation she needs to be able to perform her role properly. She cannot contact people if she doesn't have them. She needs them, and it must be handed, I said must, before 7 p.m. today in the UK. Regarding the Ambazonia alliance, as everyone knows, sometimes you use your tongue to count your teeth. They are our relatives as well. They are, I think that Obasanjo, there was a very compelling piece I read in Premium Times. I think that is one of the more sensible Janjaweed publications you have in the zoo. They wrote something very, very moving. That, you know, Obasanjo is a slave of colonial masters. Obasanjo is one of those people that the white man wants to meet when they come to Africa. You know that there is a breed of people that the white man wants to meet when they come to Africa. People who are willing to how do I know, betray everything betrayable. People willing to serve them, regardless of the pain and the cost to their immediate families. Obasanjo was sent to the same, you see that same Bakassi, you see that same Ambazonia. Obasanjo was sent there during the, I think, late 50s, during the British rule of our land, to go and man the boundary, artificial boundary. This is a very interesting story. Artificial boundary. Listen, it was even Obasanjo not only bringing SARS, it was Obasanjo that started collecting kola nut. The first person to be an army officer to be bribed at a checkpoint was Obasanjo. Go and ask him, he will tell you. Obasanjo was manning a checkpoint, British checkpoint. Oh my God, African people, they are so useless. Obasanjo was manning British checkpoint inside Ambazonia. There was a party of people going for wedding ceremony. They came to the boundary that Britain had drawn to dividing Cameroon, and the British controlled Nigeria. And they said to Obasanjo, you have to allow us to pass. Obasanjo was an army officer for the British colonial force.
You know this is your bread and butter. You know that you're longing every day to listen to Radio Biafra, and somebody sarcastically comes to tell you, don't listen to Radio Biafra. Take a good look at that person. Something is wrong. The same people are challenging the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling you that now they are the authority, telling you that now they are the ones replacing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still alive. And they're telling you they are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's disciples. Therefore, they are going to autopilot to overthrow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to displace the DOS and HOD. And they are calling these people names. Are they with our leader, or are they against our leader? Using the name of our leader. You make that determination on your own. When we say these things, some people are very much distracted. I will remind you that when our leader was around, the same people were the ones accusing him of all sorts. Any decision he makes, they will find something wrong with it. This is why we are in this mess. This is why people come to tell us, and still they are not anything. It's good to say it, but implement it, no way. They will not do it. Any word that comes out from our leader, they will criticize it. They will debate on it. You are quick to lay accusations. without any evidence. You're trying to prove yourself that you are somebody with integrity, and you're saying you cannot judge anybody without evidence, and you are doing just that. That's being hypocritical. You're a hypocrite. You accuse DOS of what? Oh, they didn't report to you immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Extraordinarily rendition. How will they? How do you want them to tell you what they don't know? In other words, if they say the wrong thing, you say, aha, we told you. You have people that are well disciplined in the DOS. And remember, them being in the DOS does not allow them to do anything anyhow. There are instructions in place they must follow. People don't remember that. And on the 16th, he will be in court. That is on Wednesday, the 16th. Our leader will be in court in Abuja. Further instructions will follow by tomorrow. Those equipped can go, especially those around Abuja. Why is he appearing in court? Oh, he has a radio Biafra. That alone drives them to the utmost end of the earth. Why are they against Radio Biafra? Because Radio Biafra is exposing them. If they are against Radio Biafra and Radio Biafra is exposing them, why then will somebody turn around and say, don't listen to it, come and listen to us? Will that not reveal to you that they are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Will that not reveal to you that they are against you? They want to put you in darkness and let the Fulani slaughter you. They are slaughtering you. What are they saying against the slaughtering of your people by the federal government? Nothing. And the most intriguing aspect of this, when something happens, say, IPOB, what are you all doing? It's the same people you are criticizing. You have bought the lies from the government. Let me give you a little bit of information. Even our leader's lawyer, they find it difficult to listen. They go as far as attacking him. Now, what does that tell you? When you go and you attack Onyendu's lawyer, what are you doing? What's your objective?
Advise those who are fighting the DOS and the leadership of IPOB.
Well, if you are following my updates, I've severally admonished in line with the instruction from my client. And what I can tell you is that I understand that many people don't understand that any message coming out from me is coming out from Nnamdi Kanu. I must say it today. If I write any word, I'm saying this because I know that tomorrow somebody will record what I'm saying now and keep it for him to see. Any message coming out from him, from me, but this mouth, writing update, is coming out from him. Don't add, don't subtract. I don't even subtract. So I encourage people to pay attention to my update. I'm Nnamdi Kanu most trusted. Go and write it down. I am his most trusted. Most trusted. Note it from me today. I'm saying it publicly now. I am his most trusted. Everybody who close to know about that. I am his most trusted. So anything coming out from my mouth, I object or write in my update. It's his words. I don't need to add to that. And if you're following my update, he's saying nothing but people should align with instruction. People should respect the US.
And nothing more. That's all. So anybody who is doing anything tantamount to that is on his own. That's settled. So any word coming out from me is coming out from his words. Take it from me. Don't listen to people who are confused. Many people are confused who are benefiting from one thing or the other they're doing to circumvent or probably to achieve their selfish interests. Right? Actually, that's not the point. The point that any word coming out from me is coming out from you. That's why I read it right. Whenever you say I visit him and write an update, take it from him. Put me as thinker. Take it that way. That's settled. So thank you so much.
Okay, before I go to the last question, people say that the message that you are writing, some of them see it as a very big grammar and it's written in metaphor that they are not able to understand it. So I don't know if there is any way you will be able to make that message in a simple English, in a simple word that our people will be able to understand, because they are not able to decode your metaphor.
My brother, sorry about this. I've taken time to listen to their complaints about things I do. You know what? My problem is that whenever I get probably I find myself in a certain mood, I'll write things that when you read it, you feel you have to get close to your dictionary to understand things I do. But you can understand that the one update I did about a few days ago, I have to come down to level of Umochineke. Few of them who may not understand, and I can assure them going forward, I'll flow from that pattern for them to understand, because English is not our mother language; it's a foreign language. So I have to demystify it in a manner they will understand, sentence to sentence, what I mean. And so, but I'm saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not playing with this instruction. He said nobody should make no mistake about it. The instruction remains intact. And anybody who's working against instruction is offending him. That's all. That's settled. That's all.
So that means DOS we should listen to.
Sure.
Thank you very much. The last question is, what is your general advice for the followers of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
My advice to them is that in time like this, you see, what I told my client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at some point, we are having a very good chat. We're having chats. Usually when I have exclusive meeting with him, we're alone. It's good. Unfortunately, it's happened. But it's good for that kind of thing to happen. For somebody to understand those who are close to him. And somebody to understand those who are truly disposed, who are true disciples, who are true followers. So I want to tell people to understand that this is the time now they can't do that. He needed you people now. You needed them now. You need their prayers. You need their solidarity. You need their peaceful conduct. You need your respect for him, for his decisions. You need respect for his structure. So don't be confused. Don't make no mistake about it. So don't believe any form of wrong narratives over there. Believe in what he says. Believe in things I tell you people. Believe in the messages he pass across. He will come out soon. I can bet my life for that. Nnamdi Kanu is coming out soon. And he'll come out like a surprise. I said nobody will be carried along as to when he'll be coming out again. But I can assure you that he will come out like it will be a surprise to everybody. It will be a shock. So take it from me at this moment in time. So, because by the time you come out, those who think that he will not come out will be shocked. Those who are working against his interests. Those who are fighting his interests. Those who think they can upturn what he has set up will be shocked. He will come out. Because I can assure he has not committed any offense not too long. A lot of things are going on. He will come out soon. So, more especially when they have no case against him in court. So, take it from me. I'm saying this today. I can see me in my attire. My attire as a Knight of St. Christopher. The highest ranking ranks in African communion today. So, talking to you, I'm not saying this from a bar. I'm saying it from my room, talking to you from what I know is obtainable, what will happen. So my advice to them is to remain focused, remain undeterred, remain decisive, remain peaceful, don't be distracted, remain undivided in their resolution. So because at this point in time, you see a lot of things playing out. A lot of wrong narratives going on. And if you're not careful, you'll be taken up, you'll be derailed. So they should not be shaky. They should not allow anybody to take them off track at this point in time. Thank you so much, my brother, George Money. And it's a wonderful opportunity being with you at this point in time. I commend you and rarely appear in this kind of program, but of course, you know how we get here. So I thank God for being with you today.
Yes, don't be distracted. There are many of them there. Do you know what? Even after listening to what Biafra said, do you know that there are people that are criticizing him? Do you know that there are people saying, oh, he has been bribed by the zoo? And they are writing it, wanting you to believe these are enemies of Biafra. These are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi. These are people that don't want anything good to come out of us. They thrive from him being extraordinarily rendition. Mazi Nnamdi, a prisoner of conscience. By the way, at the end of the day, where does that leave you? Who are you for? You are for the 5 foolish governors we have in Biafra land. I'm not talking about the whole governors from Biafra land. I am restricting myself to the 5. Including IYKE. These are the people that launched Ebubago. We told you when they are launching it, they are going to kill you. Uzodimma is launching airstrikes in Biafra land. A criminal killing his own people. And this is what you are expecting. This is how he is causing internal refugees. But not the fact that we have extended family system. You would have had a refugee camp by now. The reason you're not having refugee camp is because each and every one of us have a place to go. And he continues to disturb our way of life.
I know the name of state about cheap and also. I know Canada new news. I hope also the man and the hope and his Boko Haram and Funane terrorists. They are trying to bomb Afawa tomorrow being Monday. So you can see that everybody now is backing his goals.
Yeah, you have the sound of gunshot. You wake up, you are packing your things. You are in Biafra land. You are packing. You are running. And at the same time, you have people that are attacking the same body set up by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, to stop this kind of thing happening. Where are the brains of Nde Biafra? You have the DOS, you have the ESN, all put in place to ensure your safety. And you have people autopiloting, accusing the same DOS, attacking it, attacking the radio. You had them. Oh, give us the radio, hand us over the radio. The radio, our leader suffered to put in place. He even did broadcast from his own car. What a committed leader. That's what somebody wakes up after getting money from Omahe and the Ugwanye. Now they want to establish a radio and tell you, oh, it is the radio you have to listen to, and autopilot you. And in there they brag and tell you, oh, don't listen. I'm not. It's what they said. You listen to their broadcast. Oh, don't listen to Radio Biafra. Oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that. Why? Because they have been paid. The same people are the ones accusing the US of, oh, they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To who? But they are the ones that have bloody hand. Our leader will come out. We will know the truth. We stand behind our leader. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. The one family that gives the zoo migraine. If we are not who we say we are, all will be well. We are who we say we are. You remember when they were crying, going to London, crying, going to the US, crying, going to Israel. Oh, this radio is giving us headache. Let me give you a shocker. People that don't tell the truth will never tell you the truth. They will never tell you the truth. The responsibility of DOS is to take charge, and they are the ones that will implement what our leader says. Onyendu, this is what is happening, do this. And they will say, this is what Onyendu says. But you have a group of people, you have a section of people that will do counterwise and say, this is what Onyendu said. They have never spoken to Onyendu. They don't even take instructions from the DOS. How they got to get to Onyendu, heaven knows. But they will tell you, Onyendu said this. Using the name of Onyendu to deceive you. But the very people that have direct contact, you even debate. You remember, when they tell you Onyendu is alive, they say, we don't even believe that Onyendu is alive. Because they were sure. And they are sure. Let me say, they were sure then when they committed that offense that Onyendu is dead. Did you get it? When they did all they did to see that Onyendu was killed, they came. Whenever we say, Barrister Joffa spoke to Onyendu, no, he can't speak to Onyendu. We are not even sure that Onyendu is alive. You had it. You had it very well. These are the people that caused mayhem. And they were sure that even Onyendu being arrested, that very soon he will be killed. That he will never come out alive. But they were spinning it in a different way to think and make you think that, they are very sympathetic to Onyendu. You never knew they were praying. You never knew that they put their plans in place that they are sure. They are pretty sure that that will be the end of Onyendu. Therefore, they set out to destroy everything he put in place. But one thing they are not remembering, that structure he put in place is solid. That structure he put in place is solid. You're going to argue about it? For Onyendu's sake, DOS called for sit at home. And we're ready to implement it. Onyendu said, no. For your safety, there is something going on. Don't do that. Oh, they took it. Okay. Now DOS is compromised. We wanted it at home. And DOS said no. These are the people that don't follow instructions. They set you up, getting ready to slaughter you. Oh, now you are a politician. You have been compromised. You are playing politics. Now, the political jamboree is over. Now you see, they have not left on you. They don't listen. They don't have any kind. It's not that they don't have, they know what their plans are. They know what their plans are. It is our responsibility to tell you what their plans are. That's our job. That is our responsibility. Today, they are attacking you. And they won't assume the name of ESN. They are telling you, oh, raise money for ESN. Raise money for... How do they know the ESN? They don't. Now they happen to buy up a commander. And they say, now we're in control of ESN. These are the same people that came. To me, they wanted the radio. I said, hell no. They went to Chinasa. Chinasa said no. Oh, now Chinasa is a criminal. He's a thief. He's killing the ESN. Where is the money? They are holding it. They are not bringing it out. What are they trying to do? Strategically to starve ESN. They are the same people. They are the same people that were attacking DOS. Oh, you have killed the ESN. Oh, ESN doesn't exist. Oh, ESN is no more. They know that ESN is there. The day Chike Doziem said, come back, they came back. They didn't know why. This will tell you that Chike Doziem and the DOS know their job. They know what they are doing. And it pains you for the fact that they know what they're doing. In the absence of Onyendu, Biafrans, you are in good hands with the DOS. Let those that are preaching otherwise show you what they are capable of doing. They will not show you. The same people are saying what they're saying, and they're saying IPOB. Whatever they say, they don't want you to listen to IPOB. They don't want you to take instruction from the DOS. But at the end of whatever they do, they put IPOB in the back of it. And that is what they use to deceive you. They are not IPOB. They don't belong. They are eye service Biafrans. When Onyendu is there, they will be there, pretending that they are with Onyendu. When Onyendu is not there, they will show you their true color. Chameleons, deceivers. Our commitments are to ensure that we survive. Those are the commitments we are making. You cannot fight against yourself. Your governors established a Bubago to attack ESN and attack you. And we told you through this solid platform that this is their plan. Did you believe us? No. It's happening. The same Ebubago we told you are few members of our youth. They used money to lure. And then the Maeti Allah came and told you, we are taking over security of the Southeast. What happened then? They are now shooting in villages under the name of Obubago. This is a Fulani Ebubago. They are using the word Ebubago instead of Mighty Allah or bandits. So bandits, Fulani herdsmen, Mighty Allah have evolved into Ebubago. Our people should wake up. Stop eating that cow meat because something is wrong with it. It's making us not to reason. It's making us not to think. Once you touch that, they cost money. That money they voodooed and hand it over to you. Have you ever wondered why somebody you're protecting, you've been defending, will all of a sudden turn around and go to Sokoto to kneel down, to be turbaned? You're a servant. For those that are from the riverine areas, we sympathize with you. We understand. We know you're confused by your own people. Those that have been bribed, dwelling in the handout, coming from the people. The people you think are with you. No. These are the people that are killing you. You establish your radio. They have listened to it, and now they know that our Biafrans know that there is something wrong with your radio. Now, listen to them. It's a warning they have given you.
Fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi IYKE. I am broadcasting from our homeland radio here in Biafra land. Thank you. I will not mention the location, but our people are here. We are on grassroots evangelism, IPOB grassroots evangelism. As you can see, look at us. Okay, let me. That's me. It's all right. Thank you. You can see me now. I'm going to move already. Mama. We are moving. Watching it. Just okay. Sorry. Let me go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our duty we make it sure that now I ain't gonna go no touches. I'm one of the fearless IPOB evangelists, Mazi IYKE. I'm go come already. Hello. I used to know where all my picture. I'm in where all the video. I'm all over the media. Come on, what we are doing is that now. Before I just try to cash. Before I just try to cash. Oh, when I hear your job, I'm not doing it. Amata no wo ya amata ze ni ya wa ya ndi mmụọ before achọ tara ga ebe ndị mmụọ ọ mmadụ riri ya o nwee ihe o meri ya before nwanne amata na nke ndị mmụọ achọ tara gị nke ọma ihe mba agbara agba before gwa dị na ihe were ndị mmụọ ihe mba agbara agba because mmadụ anwụgo ọ mmadụ arịago ọrịa before amata na nke ndị mmụọ ansisa iribe ya ị na-agwakwa ụmụ gị na nke ndị mmụọ ọ mmadụ gbara mbọ so ụta ka ede otu ị na-agụkwa Baịbụl gụta Pita ha nwụrụ maka ozi ọma ọhịa anyị na-eme we have been dying mmadụ niile aga anwụta kama onwe ndị ga front the enemy to die people like us did you understand onye mere ha ji ahụzi anyị anyị nwa anyị igbo so ị na-emekwana m gịnị IPOB is the way of my two children odo nwunye m anwụgo Adam nwaanyị Favor ọkpara m Uchechukwu Adam dị 15 years so igbo m na that's your business iwu onye a na-ewu DSS kpọọ nwanne gị na si ya na onwe onye Nnamdi Kanu tinyere ebe a. So igbuo m IPOB ga-azụrụ m ụmụ m. Ha ga-ewe a ga na-azọ ya azọ. Ndị ga-azụrụ m ụmụ ha na-ala bekee ha na-ebiri wu ya. Right? A ga na-azọ ya azọ. Ụmụ Chineke ndewo no mana ọ na-achọkwa ihe ọ na-eri. All the same thing na Fulani mere anyị. Ha nyere anyị 20 pounds after the war. That's the problem. After Burani, even a war, here we have genocide. Genocide is a war that the army will challenge the army. How many are the army? The civilians will say, "We double out our control."
Yes, the spirit of IPOB, indestructible. Indestructible. They have listened to Radio Biafra. They are ready to die. They have been waiting for this. They will tell you lies that we are this and that. At the end of the day, you will see that they are lying to you. You will see that they are lying to you. This is what they have been doing. When they tell you we're taking the bulls by the horn, now the bulls are telling you we know we're the bulls and we will gore you. Set your foot down here, we will gore you. And they gave you a message that if you think you have proud, you autopiloters, infiltrators, moles in Biafra land, send them to appear in this kind of environment in Biafra land and preach. You do autopilot, VOB, and see if they will come home alive. This is a comment somebody made. And when you see people very angry like this, you don't want to mess with them. Stop deceiving yourself and don't try to deceive Biafrans who are running from the activities of your sponsors. Today, they are refugees in their own land, in their own village. And they are paying you they matter billions to destabilize you. And then the Fulanis will move in. Where are these young men going? Where are these young women going? They will have the young women together and start producing Fulanis while your men are being slaughtered. Maybe you do what Swaziland is doing. Shortage of men. Therefore, the president is mandating every man should get any man that fails to get 5 wives, you get it hard. You take care of your family, you take care of your men. When they get through killing our men and leaving the women, what do you think will happen to the women? When you have this ugly, bad-minded people fostering genocide, supporting annihilation of Biafrans, and they call themselves Biafrans, heaven knows where they're coming from. Already we have too many families without men. Leading the household. Well, you know, in memory of His Royal Highness Eze Israel Oku and Ugeze Salikano, It's the memorial. You remember it. The sacrifice made by the Kanus. And people are not even happy. After all that, they are still accusing, wishing him dead. We have told you. Now you have a Bubago everywhere. Sponsored by the 5 governors. Who are the Bubagos? Made up of Nigerian Army, Police, and Mighty Allah. What did they do first? They brought in few Biafrans, young men, to say, oh, we've recruited you in a Bubago. Then you turn around, these groups took over. Now you see how they are shooting up your villages. You have their trademark. They are burning your houses. These are the trademarks of Boko Haram and the jihadists. That is what you are experiencing in Biafra land. You are running. You are fighting a war. And you don't even know that you are in a very deep war. And what gets me funny is that the same criminals, you're not listening, you're not following our leader. You're going national. Who are you talking to? We will work against the northern candidates. Why are you working against northern candidates? You don't have any. But you're working against northern candidates for the post of presidency, which you from the south or Delta area, whatever, who do you want to be there? There is no country. And you're working against the people that are telling you that they own the country. They have shown you that the country belongs to them. There is nothing you have tabled for amicable solution that they have accepted. There is nothing that you have introduced to see that there is peace and understanding that they have accepted. Nothing. Ranging from Abubakar, Bello, Gowon. Even they went to Aburi. Did they implement anything? They said no. They came back and you have the constitution review. They sealed your fate. 1999 constitution. 2015. They told you that your blood, you baboon and monkeys, your blood will flow if they don't get the presidency. Why are you too quick to forget? And in place of that, they still told you 2019, you will never smell that post. Nigeria belongs to them. You still forgot that prior to that, they opened up their border from the north, where Malians, Chadians trooped in to vote. They outvoted you 10-1. You have never been able to get the number to enable you to overturn their domination over you. You're not listening. You are not listening. You have refused to listen. Britain, the people that molded you to your death are the ones responsible. Somebody says the radio app is not working. I don't know if it's working now, or let me see. The same people that are causing all these things are the ones responsible for what is happening to us. In view of this, we will continue We will continue. We will continue to spread the message. We will continue to call your attention to the problems and for you to address and redress things you know that are not right. And we'll go from there, and it is what we say is what we do. Your house is burning fire. Everybody has a radio. And people will continue to lie. It's funny. DS operatives invade Lagos Sports Writers Secretariat to inaugurate illegal committee. These are the things, when you look at them, you see why. You see why they are looking for Radio Biafra. They are looking for Radio Biafra. Why? Because we stand for the truth. We stand for the truth. We tell you what is going on. We will continue to tell you what is going on. We are not missing words. Imo community kick as security operatives burn suspected ESN members' others' homes. That's what we are telling you. They are burning homes of people and they are calling them ESN. So they no longer live in camps, they live in homes. That's what we're saying. There was pandemonium as security operatives invaded Umuonyaka and Obukume communities in Ahia Zumbise of Imo State on Saturday, and illegally allegedly burned down houses belonging to suspected members of the ESN. On arriving in the communities, the security operatives who allegedly came in 7 vehicles headed for the home of their targets and set them ablaze. after not meeting the suspected members. Now you see it. You see it. You don't meet the suspected members, but you know who they are. All you do is burn their homes, destroy. We have issues, and we will continue to bring them to your notice. Imo begins restriction of trucks in Owerri, March 1. The Imo state government has announced that it will commence restriction of order on movement of trucks between the hours of 6 a.m. 6 p.m. from the above, according to statement, and at the weekend by the Imo Ministry of Transport. Trucks will no longer be allowed into the capital city within the stated hours. And they are disrupting commercial activities. But when we mention things, they tell you how it is hurting them. You see, our people should be very clever. Not only being clever, they should be very strong in whatever they do. They should be very strong. This is why our leader is formidable. This is why our leader tells you to listen. Listen to IPOB radio. It is your radio. And you are hungry for it. And we give them to you. It is yours. I'm holding back because many of you are saying that the app is not working. One thing I'll let you know is that when our leader touches you, picks you out, there is something wrong with you. A government filled with criminals. They are decorated Avakeri. You see the fate. You see what is happening to him. These are the people that are calling you miscreants. These are the people that are calling you thieves. These are the people that are branding you. And at the end, they are the criminals. They are doing what they say. They are telling you are doing something they are doing. That means they accuse you. Of what they're doing. They are criminals. They are. This is why Nigeria must divide. This is why Nigeria must divide. You have no way to go. It's filled with people that have very bad motives. They do things in certain ways that does not help you and will not help you. Those things will not help you. And these are the things they work for. They will not. I will open the phone lines. There's no need. There's no need saying things when I know from what I'm hearing that the app is not working. It's not working. So if let me see. Let me check out this one. Is the radio? Is the radio? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe it's maybe. Okay, the app is working elsewhere, so I think we have problem. So let me continue with the analysis of the day. Let me tell you this: the Amazonian leader Shoayuba will be on Jonathan's program tonight. IPOB outside service. Okay, so he will be there. So listen to what they're going to say. We are very steady. We are very steady. So back to where I stopped before I received the message that the app wasn't working better. It was working. So so the simple radio was talking. So you're hearing it from the simple radio, not the community radio. Now I understand. Okay. So that's what it is. Most the listeners, when the community radio is off, you go to the simple radio. Okay, so that's what it is. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Okay, your line is off. Your line is off. So that's what it is. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Yes, Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you very much, my big brother Mazi IYKE. It's your brother calling from UK. Mazi, I appreciate you for your good job. Guide and protect you. May our ancestors guide and protect our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and Biafrans all over the whole world. I salute you. Mazi, during our brother IK PETERS, I think I noticed that the app went off, but I tried to get back. It's not connecting, but there's no cause for alarm. Biafrans, it happens like that. Technology sometimes happens like that. It will come back. Yes, just if you take it, nobody should panic because the enemies will love you to panic when they hear things like that. There is no cause for alarm. FEB is capable to handle everything. Remember that electronics sometimes it gives you problems, but our app is, like as you are saying now, Mazi, I think it has come back, so we are going to ratify it. There's no cause for alarm. Biafrans all over the whole world. Be at alert. Remember, always remember what our leader always speaks to you. But you will not panic. They want you to panic. They want to divert your attention from what is happening. You will not be panicked. We are going to win this war that they brought for us. Mazi, I don't know if you're hearing my voice now.
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Mazi, have you heard the new case? Have you heard the information that this is not propaganda? This is not everything. Everybody is there all over the social media about Abakari. Have you heard it?
Yep.
Thank you very much. It's everywhere now. Even if you go to everywhere now, you will see it. But we are waiting for BBC England to carry it. We are going to force them. We are going to Biafrans go on Twitter. The video, this one is not, the video is here. Abakari is a drug dealer. Is here. This one now is not that Biafrans induct him. They induct him by that is why they don't want to extradite him to America, to FBI, because they know he's going to call out for many people. That is why I'm calling Biafrans. We have to, I see, in this field we have to investigate Obi Kubana. Mazi, there is an allegation against that guy that is working with Obi Kubana is working to kill our brother Alhambra. We have to investigate Obi Kubana. Abakari must be indicted so that he will call what everybody is telling the whole world. Abakari must be indicted so that he will call the rest of the people he's working with. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. The ones that commit the crime, they live with their crime, their criminal acts. That's what I was referencing to when I told you they commit crime and they think you're the one committing the crime because that's what they do, that's what they live their lives doing, committing crimes. And these are the security gurus for the zoo. These are the security gurus for the zoo. This is why they say they're not going to extradite him. That's why. They know what they're covering. They are always covering crimes all the time. Call your name and where you're calling from. They will go ahead. We are hearing you.
Okay, sir. Our IPOB committee radio just stopped talking when Mazi IYKE was doing his broadcast. And the Biafrans all over the world. I'm not insulting anybody. If the world are disciplined, they will not delay the release of our leader. Therefore, no person is disciplined on this. They have to find here when I met. Every human being on this planet Earth are more dangerous, more than Satan. Our leader is the only disciplined man on this planet. And you see our leader there, let's be tired to bring our leader for us to let that wolf like this. Let us think about them. They all have been dead completely stand by. We shall know if it is Fulani that get the land of Biafra or we the Biafra people. No human being, no spirit in heaven, no spirit on this earth, no spirit in the land of the dead, no creation of the Almighty to go to Canada. Nobody, we must leave this for life.
they can sabotage anyhow they like. But the team Biafra, it is done there. Come on, if Biafra will not come, we will do my kind of a not to truth now. Our position came in. That will change his work completely. You know, that is why he sent us through court. And the thing is, this time you have to release our little. If you don't want me to start you, we don't tell anybody back. Tell us to get them. To go carry my sins, they are going to Sirach. Sirach chapter 15, from verse 1 to end. Then Daniel chapter 12, from verse 1 to end. Then I think I want to nobody. Tell them the Kanu, any scratch on his body. No woman, no Fulani race will exist. We will make sure that no Fulani race will exist. We are Biafrans. Of course, we're going to find you know, I got there, no question. Biafrans. All I forgot what I like. What the problem? Then I think about them. Ezekiel chapter 7. Biafra says, Ezekiel chapter 7 will require. Ezekiel chapter 7. Ezekiel from verse 1. Keep you should never come from everyone. The end is here. And we must finish. We must finish. Dara. And I think about Biafra. Go to this. Today is chapter 10. From verse 1 to end. And today is chapter 11. From verse 20. Biafra women. You women of Biafra are the best women in the whole world. You don't know? The best women on this planet Earth is our women. And our women have all death to check this world. Every man be with us. Oh my God, for buy you. On of that, but I like it. Everything we don't have present anymore. We are going back to our life. Let's be tired of this. I'm going to every time. Every Biafra, he had it. Our man said it. Whatever our leader says, he is standing for our leader. This is not a pilot. If I allow them to mislead you, come on, get that on the on your pilot. If you want to believe in them, go to hell. Focus on the DOS. Don't forget, you don't put a line there. After let me tell you that we will send us over that place. Dara, I want to keep the battle. Okay, see battle. Okay, see battle for the move. I'm not going to speak. It will be forced to death. That's it. That's what we have got. The rest of the water is on this time. You got to be able to have a push at them. I had to get a problem. Okay, see, but that problem back push at them. Go to Alaka. I hear you again. And that's what I want to say. I went up in a night. Now, no more people. Keep on your man. Let's go more. I don't make you know. I don't know where you're going to look up for. All your more 50 million. That platform IPOB. Okay, I probably see. I should know now. Particularly, I have problems. Then I think of the Rapture. To put the camera moving up to Pala, I participated to one day. As you will again. Yes, to tell the government that I too much I get out of the tonight. Maybe you know, I like to put that thing in the equal like that. Now, yeah.
The call number is +1 484 767 0848. In view of the disruption in the community radio app, I don't think we'll be much on the air today. And tomorrow I will not be on the air. Tomorrow I will not be on the air. Because I will be traveling, so that will affect my broadcast. Therefore, I will not be on the air tomorrow. And the 16th, the trial date. They should come and explain to us how they did their extraordinary rendition, how they carried it out. And then a treasonable felony, we want to know what it is. The same Radio Biafra that is giving them headache. We explained to you if you go to www.radiobiafra.co, you'll be listening to us. www.radiobiafra.co. You will be listening to us as well. And you go to Simple Radio, Radio Biafra, you will be hearing us as well. And that is the way it is. Abakiare. These are the people that were running every nook and corner of Biafra land. Now that his mission is being revealed, you know, when they killed this guy Nemo, I've forgotten his name. Was it drug related? You never know. But they say it's Biafrans. It's ESN. Every crime you commit, you say it's ESN. You shoot up people, unknown gunmen. Drug cartels. They are the ones. When they refuse to carry out an order, there must be a reason. And the US can see. They listen. They know what's going on. You think they don't know? And when they say we are bringing you to books, they know what they're talking about. In view of the issue that we have, I will end the broadcast. So next time you'll be hearing from me will be on Wednesday. Because majority of the people are listening via apps, the community radio. So my likely on Wednesday repeat some of my headings of today's broadcast. And wish all of you a very prosperous day. And remember, Ambazonian will be on the air today with Jonathan. Okay? The leader of Ambazonia, Ayuba, will be on the Jonathan program tonight. So don't fail to listen. And thanks to all of you. Have a nice day.
Ọ dịghị ihe bishọp hụrụ ya kwụ ọsọ ụgwọ ndị ọcha kpọrọ Afrịka na ọ dịghị mma. Kpọmkwem bishọp ọ bụghị naanị ndị Afrịka ka ndị ọcha kpọrọ ụgwọ ndị Fulani na Naịjirịa kpọrọ ụmụ Biafra na Biafra niile na ihe banyere Biafra adịghị mma. Ya mere anyị onwe anyị bụ ndị nwe Biafra na ala Biafra, ndị bụ Pụta Obie, ndị bụ nwa afọ Biafra bụ the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB n'okpuru onye ndu anyị eji eme ọnụ, eji aga mba ọhamadike nke izizi n'ala Biafra bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ji ohere a na-ekwupụta ya sị na agaghị enwekwa ihe ọbụla bụ Fulani nnama ndị Fulani egwu ha, atụrụ ha na ala Biafra malite n'abalị 7 nke ọnwa 4 n'afọ 2022. Ya mere n'abalị 8 nke ọnwa 10 a anyị nọ n'ime ya bụ Ọktoba ruo n'abalị 7 nke ọnwa 4 n'afọ 2022. Nwanne, were ohere a kpakọ ihe niile ọnụ, chịkọta onwe gị agaghị enwekwa nnama n'ala Biafra bụ nnama ndị Fulani. Dọrọ aka na ntị ụmụnne anyị ndị na-ere nnama, ndị na-egbu egbu, ndị na-ata kpọmọ, ndị na-ata shaki, ndị na-ata kirishi, ndị na-ata ihe ọbụla ha na-ata. Ị na-ata dodo orima, ị na-ata dodo ya, ịtacha gị dọrọ ya kashịa, ị na-akụ unyo. Agaghị enwe ya. Ndị na-ere ere, ndị na-egbu nnama, unu kpara anyị ehi Igbo, kpara anyị atụrụ, kpara anyị ọkụkọ ka anyị, kpara anyị efi Igbo ma ọ bụrụ ndị Anambra be anyị, kpara anyị ewu Igbo, nwamkpi Igbo bụ ya gafee ya n'isi ya ke ndị nna nna anyị ha na nna anyị ha kpara, rie ya ahụ edo anyị. Ọ bụkwaghị nnama ndị Fulani ha na-edina ya na-amụ ihe dị iche iche, ha were ya mechaa sakrịfaịsị, chụcha aja, ha ebutere anyị na-asụ n'ọnụ, na-eri, na-anwụ, isi na-aghasa anyị, ụvụrụ na-aghasa anyị, anyị amaghị ebe ihe mere anyị isi. Ị na-akụ elu, ndị ọzọ na-akụ ala, ị na-akụ etiti, ndị ọzọ na-aghasa aghasa, n'ihi ihe anyị tatara na nnama na egwu na ihe niile banyere ndị Fulani. Ya mere site n'abalị 8 nke ọnwa 10 bụ 2021 ruo n'abalị 7 nke ọnwa 4 n'afọ 2022 bụ kpọmkwem ọnwa 6 anyị nyere unu were zụwara anyị efe Igbo, wepụta nke anyị, n'ihi na nke anyị bụ nke anyị. Rue na ihe ọbụla bụ nke anyị bụ ihe ụtọ. Ọ bụ nnama chụlara okporoko, chụla azụ, chụla ihe niile dị iche iche ndị anyị na-eri, chụla ọkụkọ Igbo. Onwe onye nwe mkpuka, onye nwekwere ụlọ ewu. Ka anyị laghachitenụ na ejirimara anyị. Anyị nwere originality. Let's come back to our originality. N'ihi na anyanwụ ahụ awawala. Ọzọkwa ka anyị gwakwa unu, onye ọbụla ka tinyere Nigerian flag na moto ya, n'ụlọ, na keke, na ọ bụ ndị politishan, ọ bụ ndị ihe ọbụla, ndị skuul ahụ kwechirinụ na ha agaghị ege ntị, ma ọ bụ ndị bankị, onenye na onwe unu nsogbu. Onye ji aka ya kpata nkụ ahụhụ si ngwere pụtara ya ọrụ, ngwere gakwa ịpụtara gị ọrụ maka adịghị ama ama. Anyị ji ohere a na-enye onye ọbụla iwu, maka na anyị na-ahụ ihe niile, na anyị gbachiri nkịta abụọ na anyị amaghị ama. Mana oge ga-abịa mgbe nwada ga-afụ ama nkwa, nwada afọ ama nkwa, ozi nna ya ihe ọ gbatara na-ese. Dọrọ aka na ntị, anyị jụ ekwensu, anyị ajụọla ya niile. Ị gaghị ajụ ekwensu ji dọọla ya. Flag Nigeria bụ ọla ekwensu, nnama ndị Fulani bụkwa ọla ekwensu na mkpụrụ ya. Ajụrụ otu nwoke ijụla ekwensu na ọla ya, esola otu ya jikwa na ajụ ekwensu na ọla ya, ebe nwunye ya bụ ekwensu, ụmụ ya bụrụ mkpụrụ ya na ọla ya niile. Ị hụla na ya na ị ga-ajụ ihe niile banyere Fulani, n'ihi na Nigeria bụ ekwensu, Fulani abụrụla ya niile. Ka ị nwere onwe gị. A na-ekwuokwala ya ọzọ, ọ maara asụsụọ n'ikwe, ọ maghị asụsụọ na apata. Nke ị sụtara gị were. A na-ekwukwala ya maka na nkụ dị na mba na-eghere mba anyị. Nke a bụ nke anyị.
It's time to break loose from the chains. It's time for our freedom. Cause we can never let them negotiate our freedom, no. Hundreds of years is gone. No Messiah came for the black man. Told us that Jesus died for us, but the black man still they suffer. The truth be said, Africa will rise at the right time. And the time we're waiting for is right now. No one can hold the truth for a long time. Oh no. So stay awake. The sun is risen from the east, and the Messiah you're waiting is right here. And no one is gonna try to stop that. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom. Let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, song of salvation. Freedom. Let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Free Nnamdi Kanu. for self-determination is celebrated. Black man seeking for self-determination is the separatist and the terrorist. Yeah. When they jail a black freedom fighter, they jailing African freedom. Don't I have rights to my self-determination? Is that a crime? Oh no. Don't I have rights to live? Don't I have rights to express myself? Don't I have rights to speak? Can't I complain if I'm marginalized? There's genocide in the land that nobody even cared about. Even when I try to speak, my voice is mute and every time. I'm like a slave in my land, I can't take it anymore. I hope the world is listening to my plight. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom, let the sun rise. Yeah. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, free Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, the song of salvation. Freedom, let Africa rise. Yeah. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, free Nnamdi Kanu.
Some of the songs composed by late Sir F.C. Nwoba during the Nigerian Biafran War from 1967 to 1970.
Father.
online, on your mobile.